The wait is over. We've got football, baby. We've got Cleveland Browns football as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town talking mad shit. Jamar Chase thinks he owns the Browns or something. I don't know where he was standing when he had that beautiful view of Denzel Ward returning at 99 yards for a touchdown not too long ago. But I had a great view watching it on my couch, and I cannot wait for this game. So let me know who you got, Browns versus Bengals. We're going to run through some keys to victory. We're going to get everyone ready for this game. But finally, we are done talking about the preseason. We are done bickering over who's going to be the 53rd guy on the roster. Now we get to talk about the 22 starters on this roster. We get to watch the fireworks that Deshaun Watson promised after the preseason finale. We get to see what Kevin Stefanski has been up to all offseason long, saying it's a brand new offense. We get to see Jim Schwartz get his hands dirty and have a field day with Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, Okoronkwo off the bench, Dalvin Tomlinson, Shelby Harris, and a very talented defensive backs room. I am pumped. And if you're with me, type CLE in the chat right now. Let's go Browns, baby. We got CLEs coming in from Scott, from Ty-Man the Buckeye, from Rick, from Union, from Harry Williams, from Ken Adams. Let's get the CLEs rolling. William Hooper's in the chat. Ray Biddings in the chat. John Porter, Eric, Dion, Austin. Let's go Browns, baby. Let's go Browns. 190 people watching right now. Only 31 likes. You know the dealio. Hit the thumbs up button if you want the Browns to win. But we are closing in on kickoff. So let me know where you are watching from right now. We're going to run through my keys to victory in a few short minutes. But before we do, I do want to know where everyone is watching from, because we're going to have a lot of fun over the next 3.5 hours or so. Producer Sam Brown and myself are going to guide you guys to what I'm going to say is a Cleveland Browns victory. Give me the Browns 27-21. But shout out your city for me in the chat right now. I've got Cambridge, Ohio. I've got Union Chad watching from Toledo. Dion is in Tucson, Arizona. Eric's in Ohio. Harry's in Akron, Ohio. Dayton, Ohio. Bedford, Orlando, Longbottom, Westlake, Lincoln, Nebraska, Houston, Texas, Westlake, Rock Creek, Walbridge, Bangkok, Thailand. We got someone from Bangkok, Thailand. That's probably going to win for the furthest viewer award, which we give out every single week. But no prize, because it would be very expensive to mail something to Bangkok.
I would say it is always very nice just seeing how international chat scores can get sometimes. You find
like
people in the absolute corners of the world,
no doubt,
watching the show, and that's always cool to see.
Yep. Oh boy, we've got David Njoku breaking down the team huddle before they go back into the locker room to return. Some quick injury news I do want to verbalize here. Juan Thornhill is the only starter with a bit of an injury designation. It doesn't look like he's going to play. I'm looking for an absolute certain confirmation. But for now, it doesn't look like Juan Thornhill will be able to play as he deals with a calf injury. So the veteran backup, Rodney McLeod, would start alongside Grant Delpit. And then that gives us DeAnthony Bell and Ronnie Hickman as your two backup safeties, if that is the case. So some quick injury news I want to hit on, but going into week one, both sides are really healthy, of course. Now, let me get into my keys to victory, and then if we get some super chats, we'll kind of weave them in throughout my keys. But the first key to victory, Jim Schwartz, unleash him. You've got all the dogs you could ever want in this dog pound. Take the leash off. I don't even want one of those electric collars. No, nothing. Full regalia. I'm talking Myles Garrett, Darius Smith. Hell, send JOK on a blitz too. Send everyone. Jim Schwartz, he loves to get that defensive pressure from up front. He loves to let his defensive line cook. This is your chance against Joe Burrow, who's not going to be probably 100% when it comes to his mobility. He's dealing with a calf injury, had that calf strain the second day of training camp. You got to envision that he's not truly 110% when it comes to his mobility. Sam?
Juan Thornhill officially inactive, by the way.
Okay, thank you very much. Juan Thornhill officially inactive now. Something we kind of thought was going to be the result of him missing all week of practice. But
I don't know
Jim Schwartz, get after it.
I don't know what you take from the rest of the inactives here. Khalif Halassi.
Okay, so that was the corner that they added off of the Chiefs cutdown day.
Luke Whippler.
Okay, so the backup guard.
Isaiah McGuire and Siaki Ika.
Okay, Ika's inactive.
Ika is inactive.
So that's a bit interesting because that tells me the Browns, after playing him like all 4 quarters of each preseason game, he's not ready to go at an NFL regular season speed just yet. I would not overreact, by the way, to rookies being inactive week 1. It's week 1 of their rookie season for these day 2, day 3 picks. A lot of players are inactive for the first week or so of their rookie careers because they got to learn what it's like to go through an NFL game day and whatnot. So I'm not going to panic over Ika being inactive. All right, second key to victory here. Get Nick Chubb going. The Browns, I have down in my notes, are 6-3 when Nick Chubb rushes for over 130 yards. I'd like for that mark to honestly be a little bit better, but 6-3, that's a pretty good thing you can fall back on, knowing if you can get the ground game with Nick Chubb going, you are a tough team to take down. Of course, this will be a different offense with Deshaun Watson. I think Nick Chubb is not going to see a decrease in his workload, but honestly an increase in his workload. They're not going to give Jerome Ford the same amount of touches that Kareem Hunt got last year. So Nick Chubb is just going to feast or famine probably, and with this offensive line, it's got to be a feast. Get Nicholas Jamal Chubb moving, baby. Moving on to my third key to victory. I want stellar cornerback play. After Jamar Chase saying we're playing a bunch of elves, and T. Higgins, who's probably a little bit salty that this is his last year in Cincinnati because they are too broke to pay him, Joe Burrow, and Jamar Chase. I want shutdown cornerback play. I want Martin Emerson making a name for himself in the AFC North. I want the Bengals receiving corps to come out going, next time we play the Browns, maybe we shouldn't run our mouths 48 hours before kickoff and give them bulletin board material. So Denzel Ward, who's got 2 career touchdowns against the Browns, Greg Newsome still looking for his first interception of his NFL career. Martin Emerson in the same camp as Newsome. I want those 3 guys absolutely demolishing Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. Let's go, boys. All right, moving on to my fourth key to victory. You need a strong start offensively. I've got some big numbers to break down for you guys here. The Bengals lost 4 games last season. I counted this up last night after watching some college football. They gave up 55 points in the first half of those 4 losses. That is almost 2 touchdowns in all 4 of those games in the first half alone. So when the Bengals ultimately come up short, it's not because they blew a big second half lead. It's because they came out to a slow start. So I want the Browns to capitalize on that. I want the Browns to jump down their throat right off the opening kickoff. Let's get a nice Jerome Ford 35, 40-yard kick return just to set the tempo. Let's get some Myles Garrett sacks going. He's got 11 career sacks against the Bengals in his NFL career. Let's get the boys moving early and often. And my 5th and final key to victory, saving the best for last. Deshaun Watson, it's time for the fireworks. It is time to see what Kevin Stefanski ultimately sold to you, which was the Cleveland Browns offense with you at the helm back in Houston in some conference room 18 months ago. This is the game where we finally get to really see it. Last year, ultimately, it looks like, looking back at it, was just a complete wash with Watson only playing 6 games. 700 days off between his last game and then the first game against the Texans. He was rusty. He had some mechanical issues, but now he had a full off season, being the QB1, going with the first-team offense, which he could not say last year. Now is the time we see the fireworks from Deshaun Watson and this offense. Less than 20 minutes until kickoff. We got a super chat coming in from Mr. Ween. Is Juan Thornhill still questionable? Well, like we just talked about, unfortunately, he is no longer questionable. He is inactive. He's got that calf injury. So your 4 healthy safeties are going to be Grant Delpit, Rodney McLeod, DeAnthony Bell, and Ronnie Hickman. So unfortunately, we will not see Juan Thornhill in his Browns debut in Week 1. Sam?
Does that give you any pause going up against this Bengals passing attack? The fact that a veteran presence like Thornhill, who's played in multiple Super Bowls in multiple years, is not going to be out there to start.
And not just that, played in a lot of AFC championship games against the Bengals, right? He has an idea of how to take down this Cincinnati offense. You're definitely going to miss him out there. I am much more confident knowing a guy like Rodney McLeod, who should and could start for a lot of other teams, is your backup. But I think Jim Schwartz now goes from having a 3-safety package for a lot of plays to probably just rolling with 2 safeties, which that means you got an extra linebacker on the field, and your starting linebackers are not really 100% just yet, as Walker and Taki are working their way back from big season-ending injuries last year. So losing Juan Thornhill is, I think, probably a little bit of a storyline, a bigger storyline that even I'm giving it credit for. But because you have such a reliable backup in Rodney McLeod, it feels like it's not going to be the end of the world. Ween, thank you so much for the Super Chat. Hey, here is a Super Chat menu for today, by the way. Every single Super Chat, you get a shout-out. $5 Super Chats, we're going to enter you into a raffle to win this signed Browns helmet by yours truly. Producer Sam can sign it too if you'd like.
I'd be honored.
You'd be honored to.
I'd be honored and humbled.
It's a pretty good John Hancock Sam Brown has too. Sam Brown's a good signature name.
Listen,
that's a declaration of independence.
It's a good one. It's a good one. I've been criticized in the past that my signature is too simple because with a name like Sam Brown, you can't always get super creative with it.
Yeah, true.
Like I feel like I kind of had to do a little more than you'd imagine to have a good, viable signature. But it's an all-American name. There's no question about it.
No doubt. So $5 Super Chat, we enter you into a raffle system to win this signed helmet. $10, we have some shot roulette to play here. So basically what's going to happen is I'm just going to shuffle these deck of cards, and Sam is going to pick red or black. And if he gets it right, I take a shot. If he gets it wrong, he takes a shot.
I like this game.
Do you want to do a quick freebie one for the people?
Let's do it.
No shot, just to, wet the beak a little bit.
I mean, I love gambling. I love roulette. So this is music to my ears right now. Let's go ahead and
Sam
go.
has a standing reservation with some reservations in Oklahoma.
I just know where the closest casino is, and that's not a bad thing. It's just because they haven't legalized it down here in Texas. That's not my control.
All right.
Let's go with red to start.
Red to start. I've always been big black at roulette.
I always go with trends.
Sam will be taking a shot. Let's go. Jack of clubs.
All right.
All right.
It's early. It's fine.
No, just a practice one. You can hold off. Unless you really want to get after it at 11:43 in the morning.
It's the first game of the season.
All right. $20. I've got my dog bowl here. I'll add some beer to it, and we will lap it up like my own doggy Cruz does. And then $50. I've got my MVP board here. So if you really like the content we're doing and you want to go above and beyond to show your appreciation or gratitude for it, $50 Super Chat. We'll add your name on one of these dog, bone stickers and slap it on for the entire season, so you can always be a part of Cleveland Browns history here. As Mike Dibble is getting the show started with a $10 Super Chat. Let's go, Dibs. Let's go, Dibble. We got Mike Dibble. Thank God football is back. Mike Dibble, you stole the words out of my mouth because football is finally back now. I hope this gets me in the raffle twice. We can arrange that. I know the guy who's running the raffle. It's just Mr. Brown.
I think we can manage to make that happen.
Enjoy your drink as I will enjoy mine. And here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Love it, Dibble. Thank you so much, man. We will get you into the raffle. And $10 Super Chat. That's shot roulette.
That is shot roulette.
So it was black last time.
It's your turn to guess here?
Everyone in the chat is allowed to play along, too, if you want to do black or red. It's your turn. You always guess.
I'm always guessing?
You're always guessing. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, I didn't like my first pick, so we're going to flip-flop easily right off the bat. We're going to go with black.
Okay. And we got $20 Super Chat coming in from Ray Bidding, which we'll get to in a moment here. But you're going to go with black?
Let's do it.
Okay. One last cut. Black.
There we go.
Okay. That's a shot for me.
There we go.
See, black always hits.
But see, now we've hit 2 blacks in a row. That means I'm going to go red the next time around. I play with trends a little too much. It makes more sense whenever you're actually doing like the roulette and watching it like the little ball roll around.
Our longer term viewers will remember this, but you know what this is right now, Sam? This is the first cannonball of the season. Cannonball! Cannonball coming! Cannonball! Nothing like fireball while the sun's still coming up. $20 Super Chat coming in from Ray Bidding. Let's go, Ray. Let's go, Browns. Lap it up. Go, Browns, Ray. Ray, go Browns, baby. I don't want to get romantic right now, but I'm looking forward to talking with you in the post-game show after the Browns win. I know we're going to be having a great time.
No jinx.
No jinx.
Can't jinx it. If you say no jinx, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Dog bowl time. Here we go. Lap it up. Dog bowl for Ray. Woo! Okay. We had Tim Green super chat. We'll get to that in a moment, but I like this question here. Let's get everyone watching involved right now. Confidence level in Deshaun Watson. Scale it 1 to 10 for me. Where are you at on Deshaun Watson going into his second season with the Browns? But in a lot of ways, it kind of feels like a first season. It's not, but like it just does. I don't know how to put it into words, but I think we're all. I test tells me in a lot of ways it's his first season with the Browns.
I think in a way it's a smaller, fresh start.
Yeah.
Because you just kind of have last season all behind you, like all the controversy, all the stuff that kind of dragged on until his return, and then by that point, it almost felt like the cards were stacked against them. I think this is just a clean slate. Let's give him a full season and see what this team can do.
Could I interest you in? He's a redshirt freshman, right? Yeah. He kind of redshirted that first season.
That's not a bad way to put it. Yeah.
He's a redshirt freshman right now.
Especially if you buy into everything that they've said this offseason about the offense, about the new offense and that sort of thing, the added playmakers into the offense. I think, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yep. All right. Scale 1 to 10. I've got 8 coming in from Cool Guy Cold Zone. Scott's at a 5. I've got a 10. Steve's at a 9. Brittany MVP like 10. Mike Dibbles at a 7. Wolf stands at a 7.5%. Is that out of 10% or out of 100%? Because Wolf stand, if it's out of 100, oh boy. Union Chad's at a 9 right now. Smith France is at a 10. John Porter's at an 8. Jacob's at an 8. Ty Man the Buckeyes at an 8.5. Jason's at a 7.5. Chubathon's at a 9. I would put myself at 8.1. I'm at an 8.1, meaning I'm over that 8 hump, but I can't just say it's a 9 or 10 because I do have to have some memory of last year where he was not the $230 million quarterback we all probably would have hoped to see in that redshirt freshman year.
I'm going to go with the correct answer for any scale of 1 to 10 question, and it's 6.9. That's your level of confidence.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost right down the middle in a way, more than like 5 being confident. Like you're kind of confident, but you're not overly confident. You got to hold your horses a little bit.
Okay, Tim Green with a $10 super chat. Looking forward to a good season. Go Browns, Tim. Go Browns indeed. Let's go Brownies. We've got a lot of tough contests early in the year, though, right? The Bengals today, next Monday Night Football, Browns Steelers. I'm excited for this game, but I'm probably a little bit more excited knowing Monday Night Football.
Some big matchups early in the season.
Yes.
They really have a chance to get off to a really strong start, or if 1 or 2 things don't go their way, you look week 4 and they're like 1-3, and you're like, holy hell, what happened here?
Right. They have the the Titans, in week 3 at home. Then they got the Ravens, and then they have a week 5 bye. Sam, what do you think is the best week for a bye? I think a good week 9 feels like week 8.
I feel like it's like fantasy football drafting. Like you want to be smack dab in the middle. You don't want to be too late in the season where injuries start
too late is
up.
Just like, what's the point?
But too early in the season is the same thing. It's like it's weird to know then after that break, you're like, all right, we've got 3 straight months of football here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like week 8, week 9, that's the sweet spot right in the middle of the season. Get ready for the backstretch.
Okay, so $10 super chat, Sam, red or black? Or, how about this? Red or black? Or you can do the suit. And if you get the suit correctly, I drink for the rest of the first quarter.
I want to play that game. I want to play that game now.
Okay, so you want to do the suit option?
Yes, I want to do the suit option.
If you get the suit correct, I drink for every $10 super chat, no matter what, first quarter. That sound good?
I like it.
But if you get it wrong, you take the shot for this one.
Yep, I can do that.
I
can do that.
Okay, what suit do you want to go with?
The first 2 were black. Let's go with hearts.
Hearts? Okay.
Hearts. Love the hearts.
It is red.
It's a diamond.
And it's a diamond!
Shit.
King of diamonds, let's go. Okay, Sam taking a shot.
I hate it here.
Less than 10 minutes to go until kickoff. Hey, if you are just tuning in right now for the first time ever, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get to our next milestone, which we are 650 or so subs. I'm not too good at math, but that looks like 667? 657?
That is correct. That's 1 away from 666, which is really, 677.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just cross that real quick. And
that would be a big help to us. But make sure to subscribe, honestly, as we get closer to kickoff here. We do daily content covering the Cleveland Browns, so if you're tuning in for the first time, you're like, what am I watching right now? Well, you're watching a watch party for this week 1 game. But Monday through Saturday, everyone in the chat right now will attest, we do daily content covering the Cleveland Browns. news, rumors, trades, really anything under the sun related to this team, previews, injuries. I could go on and on. So if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. And if you are subscribed, help me persuade some of those on the fence right now. Start spamming me in the chat. That way they can feel like, all right, this is a pretty big size army here at the Cleveland Browns Report. So get those me's flowing in the chat right now if you are subscribed. Like Mike Dibble is. Mike's getting a shout out. Wolf Stan, Cool Guy Called Zone, somehow is bringing up Anthony Schwartz, and I don't know how that came into the discussion. A name, Kimberly Hurst, Union Chad. We've got Echo. No, it's not Echo. It's ESO. You told me in the super chat like a month ago. Eco HD. Eco HD. That's what it is. Andrew, Mike Dibble, like I said, Ralph Peterson, Chiefs Kingdom, I don't know. Chiefs Kingdom has to wear with the Lions right now. How about that? Kevin, we've got OG Mako. Love to see it. Love to see it. Get those me's flowing in the chat right now. Okay. Carlos Walker, Grizzly Prod. We've got Austin giving me score predictions. We've got Miss Kindle giving me a me. Cool Guy Called Zone. Jacob, Jersey Dog. Jersey Dog's in the chat. Let's go, Jersey Dog. Okay, we are less than 8 minutes away until kickoff. Can we get to 100 likes? We are 11 likes away. 100 likes, I don't know, we're not going to do anything, but just help us get to 100 likes, honestly. 11 likes to go. So hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. 10 likes to go as we are closing in on kickoff. Looks like a bit of a cloudy, overcast day. There was some rain in the area, but looks to have passed by now as the Browns and Bengals get set for kickoff from Cleveland Browns Stadium. It's better than Acrisure Field. That I can promise you. I don't know what the Steelers were thinking of that.
Bar set pretty low there.
Yeah.
We did cross 100 likes, too, so shout out to the Browns.
We've got the
fans.
CBS, I would say B team, right? It's Iron Eagle. So CBS values this game. Anytime you get the Fox D team, it's tough. It's bad. Dick Johnston is the Fox D team for life.
You can always tell which teams are king in the NFL just by looking at those broadcast maps of what regions are showing which games.
You're getting Tony Romo? All right. Well, sorry for your ears, but at least you get the CBS A team. We got the CBS B team, and I've got no beef with that. Name a player, by the way, you are watching against the Bengals. Who is someone that when the ball is snapped on either offense or defense, you are just going to follow them for the whole play? Could I interest you in Elijah Moore? Not every single play, but I do want to kind of have a bit of a, tracking device, an air tag on number 8 for the Browns, because I can't wait to see how Elijah Moore looks in his Browns debut. Hopefully we're going to see what has been hinted at all preseason and training camp long, which is he's going to be this Swiss Army knife. He's going to be like a faster, I would say a poor man's Deebo Samuel, right? Where he gets some touches in the backfield, he gets some carries, but of course he's a receiving threat as well. I want to see that out of Elijah Moore. So name a player you are watching for. Chris is going with Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome, I would love to see him have a great game, right? He'll be on T. Higgins probably. He'll be working out of the slot a lot, so I can't wait to see how Jim Schwartz devises a plan to cover all these Bengals receivers, the three-headed monster that is Chase, Higgins, and Boyd. But Newsome definitely has to have a strong outing. Tim Green's going with DPJ. I just did so much about Elijah Moore. How about the guy that Deshaun Watson more or less went to more often than anyone else last year at the end of the season? Just a high sheer amount of targets going to Deshaun Watson. So definitely excited to see that. William is going with Watson and Elijah Moore. I agree. Deshaun Watson is, of course, the biggest star of the show right now. But, that just goes without saying. Of course, we're all watching Deshaun Watson. This team, I'm not going to say will live and die by Deshaun Watson, because Deshaun Watson led the NFL in passing in 2020, and they won 4 games in Houston. So Watson's best is not always enough, but he's got a much better roster around him in Cleveland now than he did in H-Town back in 2020. So name a player you are watching. By the way, if you want to support the show, but you can't necessarily super chat for whatever reason, that's no problem at all. Liking the video actually goes a really long way, believe it or not. I know that's really cliche, but it does help a ton. Comment, share your thoughts, be active in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. Subscribe, of course. Subscribing is very nice. I very much enjoy when people subscribe. Share the video. Go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go wherever. Send it to a friend, send it to a family member. Write out the link and mail it to your friend. Now, they'll be a little late to the watch party, but that's a great way to share the video. And then tune in daily, right? Make sure you are making us a part of your Cleveland Browns news and rumors rotation, as we're going to keep you guys up to speed on all things Browns. We are about to unveil the Star Spangled Banner at Cleveland Browns Stadium. So one last chance. We'll throw the Super Chat menu on screen, Sam, just to remind everyone of ways they can support the show if they want to be an MVP, if you will. Every Super Chat gets a shout-out. $5 Super Chat. We enter you into a raffle to win this signed helmet. So we added Mike Dibble. We added Tim Green, I believe, Sam. We got the best in the biz with us today, Sam Brown. $10 shot roulette, which, I don't know, Sam tried to play the Clovers game. Did not work out well for him. So every $10 Super Chat,
it's way too early.
Sam takes a shot for the whole first quarter for every $10 Super Chat.
It's way too early to doubt me.
$20, I drink out of the dog bowl, and $50, we've got this MVP poster. I'll show you guys super duper quickly. And we add your name to a dog bone sticker, and we slap it on for the entire 2023 season. So that is the Super Chat menu today. If you are pumped that Browns football is back, baby, start typing me. Let's get ourselves amped up here. Let's go Browns. Me, Browns, CLE. I don't really care, to be honest with you guys. I want to know that all 678 people watching right now are ready to bark with me for the next 3.5 hours, are ready to take down the Bengals over the next 4 quarters, and are ready for Cleveland Browns football to be back. It's time. We have been waiting for a long time for this day, and it is finally here. The Browns, first time having a home opener week 1 with Kevin Stefanski at the helm. They got the monkey off their back last year, knocking off the Panthers. Now is the year where it all comes together. It's now or never in a lot of ways. You're not going to lose every single guy in this roster after this year, but this roster is not going to be intact forever. And this is the best roster I have ever seen. I'm 25 years old. There have not been a lot of great Cleveland Browns rosters in my lifetime, but this is by far the best, most talented roster in the NFL that the Browns have ever had. So let's go Brownies. Start spamming me, baby. Let's go Browns, okay? Jacob's riding with me. Josh Lynch is riding with me. We've got Jersey Dog here. Volume down on the TV and volume up for Petey. Jersey Dog. I didn't even realize I was getting free PR right there. That's like Donna, not from Entourage, who's always covering Vinny Chase's ass. Shauna, that's it. Yes, thank you. Yes. Sam is the best at TV show character name polls. We've got LeBlanc here, Harry Williams. Let's go Brownies. Ray Bidding's on the same page as me. Who needs a tiger rug? I couldn't agree more. I mean, I'm not, yeah. I'll go up against PETA for this one. Yeah. Aaron Horsley is with me. Alex Green, Mike Dibble. We've got Dylan, 5 a.m. in New Zealand. That's going to give Bangkok a good run for its money. I think New Zealand's probably a little bit further.
It's a little further out, yeah.
It's definitely a little down under on the other side of the world. But shout out to you from tuning in from Auckland, Wellington, wherever, dude. Go Browns indeed. Let's go Browns from Kimberly Hurst. Let's go Browns. $5 Super Chat coming in from Jarrett Roush. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Let's go Browns. Usually, leading up to kickoff, I go through waves of excitement of I wake up in the morning and it's Christmas Day, and then you get super pumped, and then you start to mellow down a little bit because you start thinking my entire week is dictated on the next 3 hours of this game in terms of my happiness level. It is a direct correlation. So then I come down to earth a little bit. I'm like, all right, business day. It's a work day for all of us involved here. Let's get ourselves mentally ready. And right as kickoff approaches, there is that just antsy moment of ready for kickoff, knowing this is the start of another Cleveland Browns season that I don't think will be like any other Cleveland Browns season. There have been some bad years. There have been some tough seasons. There have been some trash bags on top of heads. All that goes away. This has to be the start of a new chapter in Cleveland Browns football. It has to. There's just way too big of an investment for it not to pay off. And so if you're believing with me, if you are in on this team, ride or die. Let's go Browns, baby. Let's go Browns. All right, Sam Brown is a bit of a YouTube metrics nerd, by the way. And he pulled together, I think, some kind of, I don't know, cool data.
I think nerd's a strong word.
Big time nerd.
Nerd's a strong word here, but it is also something we're trying to do. We're trying to beat the last 2 watch parties in terms of our likes total. We've already got close to 1,000 people watching, so if everybody that's watching right now likes the video, we're already going to get pretty close right there. But we want to beat the last 2 watch parties combined, which is 1,142 likes. We're already at 163 right now. I'm going to keep popping this out throughout the show, and we definitely want to try and get over 1,000 likes for the first watch party of the season. The more people that like it, the more Browns fans we can get in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Sam, get some shout-outs right here. I'm going to get Red Zone on my little iPad piece just so we know what's going on across the entire league.
Let me know who you got. CLE for the Browns, CIN for the Bengals. There should only be CLEs in the chat right now. Be sure to get them in. It's the Browns or die right now. There's no doubt about it. And they're getting set right now for to get close to kickoff.
Okay, I've got my Red Zone up, so I know what's going on league-wide. Oh, Scott Hansen. You're so beautiful, Scott.
Oh, we missed Scott.
Firstborn son, Scott Hansen. Full name for the first time, too. Not like Scott, middle name Hansen. Scott Hansen. Okay, who you got? Browns or Bengals? Kickoff is here. Dustin Hopkins, the Walmart version of D-Hop, is ready to kick it off. It's going to be the Browns wearing these uniforms. Their brown tops. Usually the Browns at home in September like to wear their white uniforms to combat the heat, but it's not too hot today in Cleveland, so they've got their traditional home uniforms on, brown tops, orange bottoms. Meanwhile, the Bengals are in all white minus their helmets. A bit of a rainy, gloomy day in Northeast Ohio. I wouldn't have it any other way. As Hopkins kicks it off, Cleveland Browns 2023 football is underway. The return across the 25. Hopkins actually makes the stop at the 36-yard line. So it'll be Cincinnati coming on with decent field position here for Joe Burrow and the Bengals at their own 36. We've got a Super Chat coming on. Super Chats that come during the middle of the drive. We'll kind of wait to the end of the drive. But Tim Green the third. It's Tim Green Jr. Ready to kick off another season. Let's go Browns from Eli, Austin, and Wesley. Eli, Austin, and Wesley. Let's go Browns. 1st and 10 for Burrow and the Bengals. Here we go, baby. We are live. Burrow. Oh, he's hit as he throws. Incomplete. Incomplete. Pass rush got home. Burrow was hit as he threw. 2nd and 10. Jim Shorts. Brownies. Here we go. Zadarius Smith on the first play. Getting to the quarterback. Incomplete. Not a sack. It's not going to go down on the stat sheet as a big play, but you get those QB pressures, you get those QB hits, and it's a waste of a down for the offense. 2nd and 10.
Unfortunately, the bots are already in there. Type B to block the bots. It's early.
2nd and 10. Burrow, shotgun snap, throws it out to the flat. That's caught. Mixon, nowhere to go. Pushed out of bounds, minimal gain on the play. Looked like JOK was in on the coverage.
And you know what that means.
Third down. 1,000 people watching right now. If this is your first time tuning in, watch how the chat operates because it's about to be a sea of threes right now. Let's go. 3rd and 9. Burrow and the Bengals once again in shotgun. Trips at the bottom of the screen. At their own 35-yard line. Burrow puts a man in motion, takes the snap, throwing. That is caught. Jamar Chase first down. Damn. Gain of about 12 on the play. Chase moves the sticks, and the Bengals get out towards midfield. Looked like Greg Newsom was in on the coverage. Yeah. Football, of course, is back. This is what you guys get for saying football was back a month ago. You don't get to enjoy today now because football's been back since the Hall of Fame game for you guys. 1st and 10, Bengals at their own 48-yard line. Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks to his left. throws downfield. That's nearly intercepted, is it? Martin Emerson caught it, but he was out of bounds. Burrow kind of threw it back shoulder / threw it out of bounds, and ultimately, it's incomplete. Oh, that was close. That was close. He doesn't even get 1 foot even near the field of play. But incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Let's get him in 3rd and long once again. 2nd and 10. Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a run up the middle. And about 5-6 yard gain for the Cincinnati ball carrier. Is that the rookie Evans out of Illinois? I think so.
That's Chris Evans out of Michigan.
Chris Evans, sorry. Not Chase Brown.
You're thinking Chase Brown, yes.
Yeah. 3rd and 5. Here we go. Spam those threes. Spam those threes. Anthony Walker commanding the defense. I've got Zadarius Smith lining up on the right side of the defensive line. Looks like Garrett's coming on the opposite side. Brown showing pressure. 3rd and 5. Pressure comes. Burrow drops back. He is sacked. Down he goes. Yes. Taken down. Is that Okoronkwo? Indeed it is. 3rd and 5, and it's a sack for the new guy from Houston. Browns get off the field. Let's go.
You're already seeing the defensive line get a good amount of pressure so far to start. Burrow hit on that very first throw, nearly intercepted, and now a sack and a punt.
Browns bring their top 3 pass rushers there. Smith, Garrett, and Okoronkwo. 4th and 7, and the Bengals are going to punt from about the 50. Punt by Cincinnati looks to be a good one. And it's going to be fair caught at the 15-yard line. That looks like DPJ because it is DPJ. So here we go. The Browns offense will come on the field next. Deshaun Watson and company with the fireworks, hopefully. Now, before we get to all that, really quickly, I got to tell you guys about our sportsbook partner today, BetUS. It's probably a little bit late to get Browns plus 3.5, but you can always make some live bets over at BetUS. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Browns125. When you put all that information in, BetUS gives you a 125% deposit bonus. So make sure to use our exclusive link along with the promo code. And the best sportsbook out there is going to give you guys an awesome 125% deposit bonus. So shout out to BetUS for making today's live show possible.
I won't lie. They have been robbing my bank so far this week.
Yeah, Sam is a gambling addict, but he's not a very good addict. So
Addict's a strong word.
He's a casino's best friend.
Addict's a strong word. Yeah. I know when to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to a casino in a long time.
Oh, a $10 super chat coming in from the remarkable Zay, our resident Panthers closet Browns fan. The remarkable one is here, been here since week 1 of last year, Browns versus Panthers. How's the Falcons game going? I know Bryce Young is trying to do something for the first time since 2002, which was when a week 1 rookie QB taken first overall won. David Carr for the Texans, 0-2.
So far, 0-0, but Panthers are driving inside the Falcons' 35.
Okay, so it looks like Carolina's on the move. I went to the Panther Stadium for a college football game last weekend. Awesome city. Stadium was okay. Super chat menu really quickly, though, as it is scoreless here. Oh, and we'll do one shot for these two $10 super chats. Okay. Here is the super chat menu, though. Shout out for every single time you super chat, you get on screen, so all 1,000 plus people watching right now can see whatever you have to say. $5 super chat, you get entered into a raffle to win this signed helmet. I'll sign it, and producer Sam can sign it as well, and then we'll mail it to you to add to your Browns man cave. $10, we have a shot roulette. We got this deck of cards. Sam gets to pick red or black. If he picks it incorrectly, he takes a shot. And then $20, we've got a dog bowl here. So if you want to watch a grown man drink out of his old dog's dog bowl, this is your opportunity to do that. And then $50, we have an MVP club that we will add your name to. $10 coming in from Max Nikolenko. Let's go Browns. Let's go Browns. Let's go Browns. Watson in the offense on the field. It's starting to drizzle in Cleveland now. Deshaun under center. Handoff. Nick Chubb running to his left. Gain of about 3. Now, all NFL teams script out their first 10 to 15 plays, and then they work on these 10 to 15 plays all week in practice. Let's see what Kevin Stefanski drew up for the first 10 or so plays of this game. As 2nd and 7 is here, Watson lines up in shotgun. Empty set. Cleveland working within their own 20-yard line after forcing a punt on the Bengals' opening drive. Watson takes the snap, drops back, looks, throws over the middle, downfield. Oh! Was looking for Amari Cooper. Just overthrew it a little bit. It would have been a tight coverage kind of throw. He wasn't streaking wide open or anything. But I like the aggressiveness. Just taking a shot downfield and just overthrew it.
The Bengals secondary, also outside of Chidobe Awuzie, who's coming off a torn ACL, a couple shaky potential positions that the Browns could potentially expose.
Yep. That brings up 3rd and 7. Shh. Quiet. 3rd and 7. Golf claps. Watson takes the snap, drops back, moving to his right. He wants to run with it now. He's got the first down. Deshaun Watson with his legs moves the chains. Spam those ones. Good play by Watson. Nothing was really downfield. Tucks it, runs, picks up the first. And the rain is, I would say, starting to pick up a little bit, but it's not like downpour right now in Cleveland. Okay. All super chats we hit at the end of the drive. We got to work. We got to work. Miami Mac knows this. 1st and 10. Watson in shotgun at their own 29-yard line. 4 takes the snap. Play action. He's going to be sacked. Down he goes. Loss of about 10 on the play. Bengals pass rush got to him. Looks like Cincinnati brought some pressure, and ultimately they're able to get home off of it. Bengals brought 5 guys, and looks like Nick Chubb got a little bit confused on his blocking assignment because you see him make a last-minute effort to try and take off the linebacker, and it's kind of a free rush on Watson. So 2nd and 17 now. Watson back in shotgun. Chubb in the backfield. Takes the snap. Deshaun drops back. Throwing it. Catching it is Chubb on the check down, and Chubb picks up about 8 or 9 yards on the play. Watson got hit as he threw, so it's going to be 3rd down and I would say 11. Watson took a good shot there at the end. Okay.
I feel like you take another deep shot here on 3rd and long. Just test the defense again, see if you can't get under it.
Yep. 3rd and, I'm going to say 11. Yep, 3rd and 11. Ball just at the 28-yard line for Cleveland. Watson in shotgun. He takes the snap. Deshaun drops back. More pressure. He's going to try and tuck it and run, and he'll be taken down by a shoestring tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's Hill getting the stop, and Watson, I don't know if nothing was open or if he was just getting panicked. Let's watch the bird eyes view here. Kind of had a man on the right, it looks like. That might be one he looks back at and throws the tablet down for.
It almost felt like the pressure got to him just a little too quick to where he
couldn't
maybe
quite
ditched the
uncork
pocket
it
just a little early.
Yeah. So ultimately, the Browns are going to punt down 4th and 11. Corey Bojorquez puts his left foot into it. And a good punt that goes all the way back to the Browns 5. The return is on, and the return gets out to about the 14. So the Bengals are going to take over within their own 20-yard line. Looks like Mike Ford Jr. was in on the stop. Remember, for those of you that have watched our content all preseason long, I said this Mike Ford Jr. guy might not make a lot of plays on defense. He is being signed to play special teams. That's why right there. Over 1,300 people watching right now, just 255 likes. That's not even 10% of the viewership. That is abysmal, to be honest with you.
I know we can do better than that.
Yeah, if you want the Browns to win, like the video, because this is not a season where we can take any chances. This has to be the year. So if it means liking a YouTube video, damn it, like the YouTube video.
We need the entire dog pound on board for this one.
Moving along here on Red Zone, scoreless in Baltimore between the Texans and the Ravens. This feels like the biggest easy win in Baltimore Ravens history. Some super chats, though, to fly in to catch up on. Miami Mac, here we go, Brownies, here we go. Woof, woof. That defense, indeed, that defense came up with some nice plays that first drive. Darius Smith got to the quarterback, some nice coverage by Martin Emerson, and then we had a sack on the last play by Okoronkwo. That defense getting after it, Mac, indeed. Let's go, Brownies. We'll enter you into the raffle, Mac. Alex Green with a $10 super chat. Thank you for the shout-out last year, Browns versus Saints. Let's go, Browns. Let's go. Alex, I guess shout out to you for remembering that game because I have tried very hard to just completely black that game out of my memory because you don't lose at home in December against a candy-ass Southern team like New Orleans in the elements. That's just embarrassing, to be honest with you. So that was honestly what made me change my mind on getting a dome for the Browns. But, Alex, you're very, very welcome. Thank you for supporting the show. Let's go, Browns. All right, Sam, I think you owe a shot just for all the recent $10 super chats.
Yeah.
Just one to kind of round it up.
Yeah, here. I'll pour one out real quick.
We got Super Bowl predictions coming in right now. Browns versus Packers. I do not see Green Bay even making the postseason.
It's Browns versus insert NFC team here.
49ers are up 7-0. And Kenny Pickett's picked off! The 49ers come up with an interception. Pickett with the pick. Let's go.
We'd love to see that. Love to see it.
An interception by San Francisco with a 7-0 lead in the first quarter over Pittsburgh. Let's go. Meanwhile, the Ravens on 2nd and 15 are making their way down the field. What's going to happen here? Bengals on 1st and 10. They hand it off. It's a run to the left and a gain of about 4. Okoronkwo with a nice tackle. So he's made 2 good plays so far.
By the way, shout out to everyone who liked the video. We got 80 likes during that timeout break. So
let's go.
Shout out to those who are liking the video, and be sure you do if you haven't already.
Myles Garrett on that last on the play that resulted in a sack, he lined up at nose tackle. He's Superman. You could put him wherever you want. The Browns on 2nd and 7 showing pressure. A lot of guys at the line of scrimmage. You've got 6 players at the line. They only rush 4. It's a screen. It's caught by Mixon, and Taki makes the stop. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Spam those threes. You know the drill.
3rd and 1 coming up. Let's go. Spam those threes. It's a good play design by the Bengals. They see pressure. They dump it off on the blitz. 3rd and 1. Here we go. Spam those threes. Cincinnati working from their 23-yard line. Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to pass out to the flat. That's incomplete. Oh, what a shame. Just can't quite make the grab. Incomplete. 3rd and 1. Bengals go 3 and out. They're going to punt from their own 23. Let's go, boys.
Anytime the Bengals or the Browns defense forces a 4th down, I want to spam some FCINs today. It's
Indeed.
Bengals hate day today.
It's Skyline Chili hate day. It is remind everyone that Cincinnati is in Kentucky day. It's all those days into one. 4th and 1, the Bengals are going to punt. Oh, we've got some movement, but no flags. Kind of, now there's whistles. The Browns believe that there's a false start by Cincinnati. The Bengals try to play it off as in, no, offsides on them. This is a false start. No one in the Browns jumped. They just started pointing. I think the up man kind of flinched a little bit. False start. Offense. When you're punting this far, now the punter stands in his own end zone. It's not the full punt process. You kind of get that 1-2 step, get it away, because you know that if that gets blocked or something, that's a touchdown.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Just a Chiefs fan. Mr. Byrne gets Cameron Bergen typed. Oh, he typed flag, but I saw the F. Mike Dibble. FCN.
Okay. Punter standing his own 2-yard line, so my mistake. Almost there. Backed up to their own 17 now. The punt is off, and it is a decent punt that's taken at the 37-yard line. DPJ looking for room, gets across the 40. So around the 40, 41-yard line is where Deshaun Watson and company will set up shop when they come back from commercial midway through the first quarter. Still scoreless in Cleveland, but let's go. Let's go Brownies. So while they're at commercial, I want to run another quick test or request by everyone watching right now. Let's pick up 25 subscribers while we watch this progressive commercial. I can't stand progressive commercials.
They've gotten worse and worse.
The only good one is the one about, like, don't be your dad.
I miss the old, yes.
I hate Flo with the passion.
Jokes. The dad joke ones are good. Flo's mid. And
how does she still have a job?
No insurance commercials can ever top the Geico Caveman commercials.
Caveman commercials were great. I love the E-Trade commercials with the babies.
Yep, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Apparently, it's frowned upon to ride your dog in this establishment. But hey, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so. Let's go Brownies. Let's go Browns.
We started with 22-4-4-7. We're already at 22-4-5-7. So we've already picked up 10. 15 more. Let's see if we can get there at least before the action comes back.
Quick red zone look around here. Titans up 3-0 in New Orleans, but the Saints are at the 8-yard line. Derek Carr takes the ball, and he's going to get flushed out of the pocket, and now he throws to the end zone, incomplete. Are we in on Derek Carr this year? I'm not in on Derek Carr this year. No belief. Okay. Hit that sub button. Let's go, Brownies.
We picked up 21 subscribers.
We're 4 away.
4 more.
For Watson.
Do it
Deshaun.
for Watson.
Come on.
It's perfect.
Let's go.
It's meant to be.
Tyler, Steelers sucking to down 7-0 to the 49ers. Yeah. Kenny Pickett threw a pick, which, by the way, I do want to remind everyone, no matter what the result of today is, Week 1 overreactions are the biggest overreactions in this world.
Yes, that's all you can do.
The Bengals started off 0-2.
One game of football in a small sample size.
The Bengals were 0-2 last year. They almost went to the Super Bowl. They lost by 1 score in the fourth quarter against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
The Chiefs are 0-1 right now.
Chiefs are 0-1. No matter what happens today, like I mean that too. Like if they win, of course, they're going all the way. But let's not raise a banner or burn it all down after the first game.
Did you enjoy Nick Wright getting clowned as much as I did?
After he was saying the Chiefs go
undefeated? 20-0, yeah, and
Nick Wright's
just immediately having to eat that.
We gotta fight. Commanders, Cardinals.
I love fights.
We gotta fight in the nation's capital. Okay. Browns on the field at their own 41. We are back in Cleveland. Watson under center, hands it off. Chubb. No room to run. Chubb's gonna go down for a loss of 1 on the play, running to the left side. And Petonio and Jed Wills just got nothing open for him. So 2nd and 11 now. Cleveland with good field position after flipping the field and then forcing a 3-and-out. And Burrow is really working out that calf right now. He's got the stretching bands and everything.
It's hard for me to believe that he'd be 100%.
2nd and 10, Watson dumping it off. Chubb on the screen. Chubb picks up a nice block, and he is going to get tossed down near the line to gain.
He did one of those classic, like, roll on the player that
roll on the player so you're not actually down. And they give him a first down. Jermaine Pratt. Let's go. Get those 24s. Get those 24s. Nick Chubb with a nice play there. 1st and 10, the Browns at midfield. Watson under center. Takes the snap. Hands off, handoff. Chubb running up the middle. Chubb with grass. And he picks up about 7 yards. Oh, looked like he was about to just rip that one loose. Great vision by Chubb. There's nothing in the design hole, so he just cuts it up and he finds open room. 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4. With the rain coming down, it's probably going to make life a little bit more difficult for both quarterbacks. Oh, and Wildcat here. Wildcat. Chubb takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Watson, who now is going to pass with it downfield to the end zone. Oh! Looking for Marquise Goodwin. Goes through his hands. Come on. Got to catch that.
I like that play. That was fun. That was a fun play.
Fun play. Everyone had fun until the end. It's slightly underthrown. He got to catch that. That goes through his hands. Like, it was maybe a little, not underthrown, but like Goodwin had to slow down so the DB caught up. But he just mistimed everything. The jump, the catch.
Here's what you do. 3rd and 4. Type R for run, P for pass. Petey, what do you think here?
Run, Chubb to the left, and that's what I would have called. First down and more. Chubb inside the 30. Chubb to the 25. Let's go.
That works out. Keep typing those 24s.
Spam those 24s, baby. What did I say? What were my keys to victory, Sam? Get Nicholas Jamal Chubb going.
Yes, that was key number 2. It might as well have been key number 1.
Okay. Get those 24s. Cool guy called Zone, Max, Crypto, Gmail. The original one. 1st and 10. Under center. Watson takes the snap from the 26. Play action, rolling to his right. Looking, tucking, run. Pickup of about, that's a flag. No, not flag. Kind of a late hit on Watson, who was taken down after a gain of 4. But the Browns offense making their way towards the red zone. Tim Green with a super chat. We'll hit that at the end of this drive, Tim. And then Pogo, too. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. 2nd and 5, the Browns knocking on the door of the red zone. Watson lining up in shotgun. Has trips at the top of the screen. Looks like he's going to call an audible. Play clock under 10. Watson takes the snap, drops it, handoff, Chubb up the middle. That's going to be good enough for ball, fumble. Bengals got it. Damn it, Chubb. A very rare Nick Chubb fumble. But it's a fumble. He was standing upright, knee not down. The whole play was kind of screwed from the start, but Chubb resurrected it, got a first down or near 2, and just, I think the rain, I don't want to be the excuse guy, but the rain is picking up in Cleveland. Make no mistake. Oh, was that Jerome Ford?
I was going to say, I don't think that was.
That was Jerome Ford. That was 34, not
Chubb
24.
Never,
That's why
Chubb
I was like, I said a rare
shit.
Nick Chubb fumble. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
I was going to say you hate to tell someone like Nick Chubb not to try and do too much, because that's what that run looked like. Like, he was just trying to do too much, and the ball came out in the end, but it wasn't Nick Chubb. That was Ford. Type your F's in the chat.
Damn.
That's a tough way
Spam
to
those
close
F's.
out. Easily
You're
the
at the
best
red
drive.
zone. Gotta finish that off. All right, we had some super chats come in. We'll get those on screen in just a moment here, but get those F's in the chat right now. Okay. Pogo C19. Let's go, Browns. Hello, how is everyone today? I'd be a lot better if Jerome Ford could hold on to the football. But Pogo, I'm better knowing that you're here in the chat. Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Let's go, Browns. Tim Green with a $10 super. Let's get some more raffles in for the Tim Greens. My grandson Austin is a Bengals fan. Let's win the helmet for him so we can change his mind. Go Browns. For Austin, how do you deny a kid a helmet?
I don't know.
What am I, the Grinch now?
I'll always give a little kid a helmet.
Let's get some more Tim Greens in the raffle then. Tim, shout out to you, man. And Austin, once I write to Austin, go Browns, from Petey and Sam after the Browns Week 1 victory, that's kind of the end of your time as a Bengals fan, I think.
Yeah, I think today is the day of conversion.
Yes,
It's a beautiful day.
We're baptizing Austin.
It is Sunday after all.
It is Sunday. This is what the Lord wanted. All right, what I would love to see, though, is for you guys to be active here at the watch party. So like the video, comment, or if you want to go above and beyond, like Tim Green and Pogo and so many others have done so far today, feel free to super chat. This is the menu. Every super chat gets on screen for a shout out. $5 super chat. It is a signed helmet raffle ticket. $10 shot roulette. We'll reset at the end of this quarter, and then we'll pick another card between Sam and I every time we get a $10 super chat. $20, we haven't got one in a little while. It is a dog bowl. I drink out of my old dog's dog bowl, because that's what we do here in Cleveland. And then $50, we got our MVP poster board that we will add your name to. So that is our super chat menu today. 1st and 10. Burrow, shotgun snap, Handoff, run, gain of about 3 by, I believe, Joe Mixon. Yes. Damn. Still thinking about that Watson to Goodwin one.
That was just such a momentum killer.
Yeah.
Like, I was ready to light the chat with some TDs.
Uh-huh.
And now here we are.
Second and 7. It's a play-action play here. And, wow. If you don't believe me that it's a little tough to throw the football, Burrow just tried to throw that out of bounds, and it just slipped out of his hand. Nearly a backwards lateral out of bounds when trying to throw it away. So both sides are dealing with what I will say now, Sam, will you concur, is kind of downpour?
It's right on the edge
rain.
of a downpour to me, yeah.
Yeah. Like no one's fleeing inside, but it is consistent rain.
It's not sideways yet. The rain,
Correct.
Once the rain starts getting sideways, then it's downpouring.
Agreed. 3rd and 7. Make some noise. Make some noise. Shotgun snap. Burrow throws over the middle. That is caught, but not to the line to gain. Tyler Boyd gets stopped. Let's go. Was that Mike Ford? No, I think it was Cam Mitchell actually working. Oh, no, Greg Newsome. I thought I saw 20. Okay, whatever. Number 0. We're 0 days away from Browns football. Greg Newsome days away.
Every time they force a punt, FCIN. Bengals hate day.
Let's go. No, that wasn't Newsome on the car. Newsome just kind of celebrated like he was the man. That was Mitchell.
He's just gassing his guys out.
I got got by the CBS TV crew. Punt by Cincinnati is fielded at the 37. DPJ across the 40. So essentially a carbon copy of what we had last drive, which was the Bengals punted from within their own 20, and the Browns get it almost to the exact same yardage. They picked up 2 more yards.
I'm pretty sure he caught it.
Was that a good fumble?
Maybe.
You picked up 2 more yards.
I like the way you're looking at it there.
I'm trying my best, dude. Ralph, first-time super chatter from Ralph. I want to say Peterson because of my name, but I don't know if that's how you Peterson? Or did we just forget the E when we made the YouTube account?
I think it could have gone either way.
I think you forgot the E.
But I think I know one thing, is that it's his first-time super chat, which means
here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo.
I forgot it's twice.
What's your guys' favorite game day snack? Let's go, Browns.
Ooh.
I'm very happy you asked this question, Ralph, because some people, even in this room, think pasta is a game day snack.
You're not talking about me, are you?
I'm talking about someone over there.
Wow.
Pasta
Really?
on game. Absolutely not. For me, it's wings. I like
wings on game day. It feels like they go hand in hand.
Because here's why. If you get pizza, you only get 2 or 3 items. I like maximizing the items. Multiple wings, right? A lot of little things.
A nice variety of flavors with the wings.
But if you get 2 slices of pizza, you're full, and that's your lunch. But I get a couple wings, I get a mini corn dog, get a little bit of a pretzel, get all of it, but in small sizes.
I'm right there with you, and if we're talking like snacks, like snack, like not like a full, like something you'd have for the meal.
Yeah.
If we're going chips and salsa, I have to plug my favorite chips, hint of lime Tostitos.
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
You get some salsa with those, you are set for the afternoon. I'll sit there and eat a whole bag.
I'll take the scoops all day long.
Yes, the scoops are great
but
too.
let us know what your favorite snack is. Lobster rolls, that's quite an elite one there. Rachel's going with Raising Cane's. Cane's is never a bad option. Love Cane's. Jared Roush with a $20 super chat. Dog Bowl.
Let's go.
Watching y'all with my old man. Let's go Browns. To Mr. Roush, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully I'm not going to scare you off for the rest of the year. But let's go Browns. Let's go, baby. 2nd and 3. Are we back? All right. I am made aware that we had some technical difficulties, but I think we're back. Ty Man, I trust you with my life. Are we back? Ty Man is the CEO of the chat, by the way, for you guys that don't know. I'm not joking. 2nd and 3. Handoff, Chubb, running. First down. Nick Chubb does not fumble. Nick Chubb goes to sleep with the football in his hand. All right, we're back. Everyone says we're back. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi just dropped on us out of nowhere there.
Gotta love Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So
Gotta love Wi-Fi.
we fixed it. We're all good. If it happens again, don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Just stick around for a quick sec. I'll always fix it behind the scenes.
1st and 10. Here we go. Watson in shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looking. Has some pressure. Throwing. That's caught. Amari Cooper. 1st down and more.
Keep typing those ones.
Yes. Yes. Coop. You got to love when you get a name of a player on your team that's got the double O or something, and you get to do that chant. You know what I mean? Not every team has that player, but you get that with Amari Cooper.
It's a beautiful thing.
1st and 10. Someone is banged up on the play, and I can't see who. It's not a lineman. It's Amari Cooper. That was my fear. He is signaling something to his right knee. Kind of stretching it out. And it looks like he kind of slipped when he was making the catch. His foot kind of gave out as he was making the grab. He's being helped up now. He's walking under his own power. He looks a little like, I wouldn't say even shaken up. What's a knock below shaken up? Gingerly?
Giddy? No, not giddy. That's the wrong one.
Giddy.
That's not,
horrible.
Not
What? That was awful.
Gimpy.
Gimpy.
Yes, that's when I was giddy. I was close. I got 3 of the 5.
He's just taking his time walking to the sideline. You know what I mean? Catching his breath.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, Cooper, it doesn't look too serious, but a lot of times with, I don't know, leg injuries.
It's
hard
part of
to
the
really
thing
sell.
playing on the rainy field now.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Watson, pump fakes, running to his left, looking, and he will get taken out of bounds. Gain of about 2 on the play. So just nothing it looked like Watson liked, and so he just tucks it, runs, and picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Okay, we are knocking on the door of the red zone, just 2 yards out, as the first quarter comes to a close. So scoreless in Cleveland as the rain picks up, which is a bummer. Rain on the first day, just not good.
It's not. It gives bad vibes.
Bad
on
vibes
top of the
indeed.
game.
Bad vibes indeed. If we get some super chats coming in during the commercial break, we can throw those on screen. We do. Okay. We got Shaylin in the chat. Hi, Matthew. Hello, Shaylin. End of the quarter. Good first quarter. Greasy Flight talking pizza. We're talking favorite snacks to have.
Hi, Shaylin.
Okay, we are over $100 in super chats for those of you keeping score at home. So if you want a super chat and you want to get on screen, by all means, feel free to knock yourself out. If not, liking the video, which we are almost at 500 likes. Let's get to 500 likes before we come back from commercial. And a dog bowl on the house if we get to 500 likes. We are 47 likes away. So let's pick up our next milestone in the like department. 47 likes to go. Free dog bowl on the house if we get there.
Plus, we're a third of the way to topping our goal for the day with the likes, which is to beat our last 2 watch parties combined.
Yeah.
We're a third of the way there and a quarter of the way into the game. I like where that math is going at over the course of a full football game.
Red zone look around here. The Commanders are up 7-0, but the Cardinals are driving, and it's incomplete on 3rd and 8. $20 super chat coming in from Dr. No. I love all of our fans from different fan bases at this channel. Our resident Dolphins but closet Browns fan, Dr. No, go Dolphins. Dolphins have who today? The Patriots?
No, they play the Chargers.
I just always assume it's Dolphins-Patriots week 1.
No, they play the Chargers. I love the over.
That's going to be a great game.
That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The classic narrative, the classic Tua versus Herbert narrative. They got drafted back-to-back in the draft.
Oh, yeah.
Which quarterback is better long-term? But this is a safe space here on the Browns Report, and it doesn't matter who you support. We'll always welcome you here.
$20 super chat. That's a dog bowl. Plus, we got to 500 likes, so this just becomes a fat dog bowl. Okay.
Maybe a dirty dog bowl?
Oh, not for the first half.
Oh, that's too early.
Too early. Joe Burrow doesn't look comfortable right now. He's kind of massaging his knee and whatnot. I'm not a doctor, but I feel like the calf kind of gets connected.
It is.
To the knee and things like that.
As someone with a terrible ankle, that just works up your leg, basically.
Right. If
all
your
those
calf's
muscles.
weak, then your knee has to work harder.
Exactly. And your hip has to then overcompensate, too.
All right. Watson on 2nd and 8, dumps it off to Chubb. He's going to go down for a loss of 1 on the play. Dog bowl in the meantime, though. 3rd down coming up. Golf clap, golf clap. Shh. Titans leading the Saints 6-3. I think Tennessee is going to be sneaky good, sneaky better than people are giving them credit for this year. 3rd and 10, Watson in shotgun. 3rd down, Cleveland at their own 24. Watson throws on the slant. That's incomplete. Looking for Elijah Moore. Didn't look like the throw was on target. Looked like it was low and behind. I'm not entirely sure. Let's watch the replay now. He's looking for more. You know what I think happens? This ball just kind of slips coming out of his hand. It's low, and it just doesn't look like a tight spiral either. So a bad throw by Watson brings up 4th and 10, and the field goal unit is on Dustin Hopkins, making his Browns debut, more or less, right? Falling away with more points after 2 near trips to the red zone. Like the orange zone, the 20 to the 30, right? Getting almost there, but not quite.
Listen, I know damn well from the preseason that I'm very glad we don't have to sit here and watch Cade York kick it and hold our breath, begging that it would go straight. So this is a nice welcome change. Type your FGs in the comments. I'll get some shout outs right now. But you've got to be grateful to some extent here because we could be in a much different spot. So Toxic Production is typing FG. CGC Zone is typing FG. Forrest Rogers is going to send me $50. That'll be cool.
Very nice
Rodney
of Mr.
Bright
Rogers.
Jr. said FG. Pogo C said FG. KK It Me said FG.
If we say Forrest Rogers like 5 times,
He might send 2.
you think it's 50 times 5? I'm just kidding.
I might be
Forrest.
able. Forrest, do you think you can pay my rent?
How about this? Everyone starts spamming Forrest in the chat right now.
Everyone, you got to send everybody $50.
This is kind of like when Michael Scott didn't realize how a 5K or how a 5K worked.
Yes, yeah.
And he pledged like $50 for every mile
It's
that
for every lap.
Oscar's nephew ran.
Great bit.
Michael, 5K means 5 kilometers, not 5,000
5,000.
miles. Forrest. All right. There was a standing ovation, by the way, at the game right there for Dustin Hopkins making a 42-yarder. Because that is almost to the T, the distance that Cade York would have missed. I would say wide left.
You get what you get, and you don't make a fit.
Update. The 49ers have the football, and Sam, it's in the Steelers' right end zone. Let's go. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk and the Niners have jumped on top of the Steelers. Now, not only am I, of course, rooting for Pittsburgh's demise every single week, but the AFC North is a 4-sided coin. It could go, and you could make a fair, legitimate argument for all 4 teams to win. There's no division. Maybe the AFC East, but is anyone going to make a fair argument the Patriots ousting the Bills? No. But you could really make that argument for all 4 teams, right? Steelers, very balanced roster. Bengals have won the last 2. Ravens have Lamar. Browns, one of the most talented top to bottom with a great quarterback and the best defensive end.
I think the AFC North this year is what people wanted the AFC West to be last year.
What Sam just said, but louder. Hopkins kicks it off to restart the game. Did Forrest ghost us, by the way? That was a bit anticlimactic.
I was hoping for a shout out or something here.
I know.
All right, let us know who you got. It should be only CLE. Oh, there he goes. He said it again. He said, say my name.
Forrest Rogers. Give me the middle name, dude.
We're getting all the money from you, I think.
Who you got? Browns or Bengals?
Just put $200 in an envelope and mail it to Chat Sports.
Daniel Foster watching from Alabama. I would apologize about last night's game, but go Vols. First and 10, shotgun snap to Burrow. He dumps it off. That's incomplete. I'll say this much. Neither quarterback has been extremely impressive. Like, I think the rain has to count for something. But, Sam, would you agree Burrow has maybe looked a little bit more like not himself?
If he was 100%, that would have been the easiest check down pass of his life.
He's
and
like
instead
alligating army it.
Yeah, instead he threw it short.
Yeah. And someone just threw their gloves because Burrow threw his gloves off. Gloves with rain is not a good combination. As the rain continues to spit down in Northeast Ohio. 2nd and 10, Bengals. Pressure coming from the Browns. Quick throw. That's incomplete. There's Greg Newsome actually making the play. Nice play by Zero. 3rd down. Let's go Brownies. In-game driver. Spam those threes, baby. Ty man, you could take care of the bots. 3rd and 10. Bengals once again. 3 straight drives within their own 20-yard line. Just horrible field position. They can't get themselves out of this hole. Let's keep them in the hole. Let them dig deeper. 3rd and 10. Delay of game. Delay of game. There's the whistle. There's the whistle. Delay of game or a timeout as Myles Garrett brings Joe Burrow to the ground and then picks him up. This is delay of game. Yep. I mean, talk about literally spinning your tires like you and I did in our golf cart that one time. Sam and I were in quicksand one time playing golf. It was an awful disaster. I had to throw my shoes away from the mud after sinking into it.
It was, I thought we were going to leave the golf cart there for a second.
I really did too. And this was worse. And that was bad. 3rd and 15. Here we go. Make some noise. Span those threes like you are in the dog pound right now. Let's go. 3rd and 15 at the 12. Burrow in shotgun takes the snap. They are such cowards. They run it. Gain of 7. Scared. Scared. Let's go.
So scared. FCIN.
They don't trust Burrow.
That's what it sounds like.
I think if Burrow is 100% healthy, maybe they throw it there, but they just got to get themselves some better field position. Because DPJ once again stands at his 35, and the Browns once again will start, hopefully, around the 40 or better.
The field position battle has clearly been won by Cleveland so far.
This is a
They just
chess
haven't been
match.
able to capitalize yet.
Yes. They are 1 for 2-ish. Okay. And this punt goes out of bounds. It's a bad punt. Watson's helping the referee spot the ball. I never know how referees actually spot the ball when it goes out of bounds.
That's always, that's got to be
biggest
impressive.
fugazi.
Watson wanted it like at least
50.
6 or 7 yards further up.
Yeah.
We got a couple super chats to hit real quick.
Oh, we got some soupies coming in. Let's go.
For whatever reason, I couldn't get that Dr. No one in our system, so I'm going to show his first one because he said "Go Gators beat Tennessee."
Oh, he did?
So I don't know that we want to
I
say that.
forgot Dr. No's a Florida fan.
I mean, we're still putting him in the raffle.
Dr. No, I can't wait to talk to you next Sunday after Tennessee not just wins but covers in Gainesville.
Oof.
Remarkable Zay, we'll throw it on screen in a moment. But we have 1st and 10, the Browns at their own 44-yard line. It's a run. Chubb up the middle. Chubb with – no, that's Chubb. There's a flag that comes in, and it might be holding, but I didn't really see a hold, to be honest with you, but I could have missed it. Remarkable Zay, Dallas or Giants? I think Cowboys win today. Sam, do you agree?
I think the Cowboys win, but I really like the over in that game.
The over.
I like the over in that game. 45's not that much for the amount of weapons that will be on that field, and the Cowboys' defense will never start off the season on the right foot.
Okay, I can rally around that. Holding, offense, 75. Come on. Bucks up 3-0 against Minnesota, by the way. That was my upset of the day. Bucks
loved Bucks.
The Bucks are a talented roster, just they don't have a good quarterback.
Love Bucks 5.5 today. I will say too, I really liked the over in that game, so I feel like you need to pick that up. But so far, so good there.
Browns back 1st and 20. They're at their own 37 now. Watson throws. That's caught. Amari Cooper, by the way, he left on the last drive with a knee injury. He's back. Cooper's back, so that gets about half the penalty yardage or so back. 2nd and 14 probably coming up next. I'm really pissed about this rain because, like, if the offense doesn't score a bunch of points today, we're all going to tell ourselves, well, because of the rain. Like, I didn't want any excuses. And now we have an excuse. I just wanted to know. Damn it. 2nd and 11. Watson in shotgun once again. Back to where the original line of scrimmage nearly was. Play action. Watson throws. Oh, it's short to Cooper. It looked like Hendrickson or someone nearly got to Watson as he threw it. And Jack Conklin is rolling on the ground in pain. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, God. Conklin looks in extremely discomfort right now.
He can't even move his leg right now.
It's his left leg. Remember, he suffered a torn patella tendon in the Ravens game in 2021, which was on, I want to say, his right knee, but someone can fact check me right now in the chat right now. He also had a torn ACL when he was with the Titans at one point. Would DeJuan Jones be the next man up? I wouldn't be shocked if it's James Hudson. I think James Hudson is still this team's swing tackle, so he'll go wherever he needs to go. But maybe they do go with DeJuan Jones. We'll have to wait and see. But I can tell you this much: Conklin is definitely missing some time right now. Like, he's not going to go off and come back on after one snap. DeJuan Jones is coming on to replace him, and the card is out. Oh no. The cart is on for Jack Conklin, who is in some discomfort, which appears to be a knee injury, but I can't say for certainty. But DeJuan Jones, the rookie out of Ohio State, is on to replace Conklin. We loved what we saw out of him on the preseason. We're going to see him now in the regular season, not under the right circumstances, and much sooner than I would have liked. Get those F's in the chat right now. This just sucks. This just sucks. You know that? Oh, we got a weather update. We are going to have the rain end at around 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central, which if I have my sundial out, that's 6 minutes from now. That should be soon.
Do you see the sun from here?
Yeah.
Just look up.
Open windows. F's in the chat. F's in the chat. Okay.
Wow.
So
what are we using
hopefully the weather boy does not lie. F's in the chat. Daniel, I didn't pay much attention to DeJuan during the preseason. Was he good? He was, after Dorian Thompson-Robinson, I would say the best rookie. He didn't give up. He gave up one pressure, maybe two max. He was rock solid, but that was preseason. He is now going up against Hendrickson, Reeder, and the rest of this defensive line for Hubbard, too, for Cincinnati. That's very different than the Eagles' third-string defensive ends. But the cart is out there for Conklin, and off he goes. Let's watch Conklin. Oh, no. Hendrickson just goes right into his knee. As Wills is pushing him away for Watson, he gets shoved right into Conklin's left knee, and Conklin is carted off. But DeJuan Jones is replacing him. 3rd and 11. Watson throwing it downfield. Has a man! It's incomplete. Nearly intercepted. He was looking for Marquise Goodwin. Watson was hit as he threw. The pressure just got to him. Cincinnati brought the blitz. And Marquise Goodwin is tied for the most amount of targets right now. He's got 2 targets already. Both of them incomplete, though. That pass just contested catch, nearly intercepted by Cam Taylor-Britt, second-year guy out of Nebraska. 4th and 11, the Browns are going to punt it, and we are back to this field possession game.
It's just a matter of where these teams are staying. The Bengals are going to get the ball again deep.
Yeah.
That towel's a little too close to the punter. I don't like that.
And Bojorquez boots it away. This punt is not a good one. It's going to bounce out of bounds around the 25-ish. 21. So for the first time in a long time, the Bengals are not starting within their own 20. But it's still a long field to go. All right, make sure to subscribe, by the way. We're trying to reach 23,000 subscribers. We're less than 500 away. So if you want the Browns to win, I can't actually guarantee subscribing helps, but can't not help.
We sure as hell try.
So why jinx it? Why chance it? Why chance it? We are almost at 23,000 subscribers. Let's go. Bryce Young look here. How's Red Zone said screw you. The Niners are up 17-0, by the way, in Pittsburgh. Full-on blitzkrieg right now. Brock Purdy finding a man. That's Brandon Ayuk getting them out to the 30. Steelers. Oh, I can't wait to look at Steelers Twitter tonight before I go to bed. I'm going to scroll for days. 1st and 10. It's a run. This is Mixon picking up about 12 yards. Good run by 28. And that's a big sigh of relief for Cincinnati. That gets them across the 30. Somewhere they have not been since early in this game. Ronnie Hickman was in on the tackle but couldn't quite bring down Mixon. As the rain continues to come down in Cleveland. 1st and 10. 34-yard line. Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap. Another handoff. Another good run for Mixon. He's got a 1st down or more. Joe Mixon exited out of bounds at the Browns' 45-yard line by Grant Delpit. So Joe Mixon, 2 straight carries, picking up a lot of yardage. And Bengals getting themselves across the 50, and they have now kind of gotten out of this quicksand, which was the field position game. Come on, let's go.
I feel like this should be slightly concerning. This is the first good drive the Bengals have put together all day.
Well, they can't run it every single time, unless it's the Falcons game last year. Burrow in shotgun at the Browns 45. Joe takes the snap. It's another run, but this time the running back loses his footing immediately, and he's taken down, gain of 2. That Brown, I forgot T. Higgins is number 5 now.
That's such a mindfuck.
Yeah, he's not
Pardon
85.
my language.
Meanwhile, in Minnesota, the Vikings down 3-0. Big touchdown pass to, is that KJ Osborne? Oh, no. Oh, no, it's Jordan Addison, I think. The rookie, Jordan Addison. 2nd and 8.
We're still rooting for +5.5.
Yep. 2nd and 8. Bengals trailing 3-0 here in the second quarter, under 10 minutes to go. Burrow takes the snap, another run. This run is good for about 4 yards or so. Williams, the ball carrier. And now it's 3rd down. The Bengals have run it every single play so far this drive. And now they got to go to Joe Burrow's arm, I would think. Right?
I mean, can they? What does it look like on a throw, more than 5 yards downfield?
The weatherman told me it's going to stop raining now. I'm looking closely for pools of water to see if there's any more drops. I'm seeing drops. Right. 3rd and 3, I beg your pardon, from the 39. Burrow in shotgun. 3rd down. Here we go. Big 3rd down here. Shotgun snap. Burrow throws those whistles, I think. Whistles. It was incomplete. There's a flag. Another delay of game. That's the dog pound getting home right there. That's boots on the ground doing it. Now, there's a bit of a discussion right now between the umpire and the referee. I think Zach Taylor wanted to call a timeout, or maybe the clock didn't reset. I'm not sure. But there is a powwow out right now. Is it going to be an inadvertent whistle, and we're going to reset?
Either way, I'm going to argue that it was too loud because of all the threes that were getting spammed in this chat.
The threes did it. Okay, they pick up the flag, and they reset the clock. So, I see. The play clock reset at 5 seconds. The clock operator just accidentally hit a button that brought it back to 40. So that
we're gonna say he sneezed.
Yeah.
He sneezed and oh no.
Yeah. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Here we go. Get those threes in the chat. Let's go. James is doing it. Kimberly Hurst is doing it. Dibble and Cool Guy got my back. 3rd and 3. Burrow in shotgun. Empty set. Pressure. Browns bring 5. Burrow throws downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly caught and then nearly intercepted, but Denzel Ward in on the coverage. Nothing. And this is going to be a punt. Maybe the Bengals go for it. Right? You're kind of in that no man's land.
I think you want to, yeah.
But hey, it's such a field position game. If you're the Cincinnati Bengals and you say we can pin the Browns at the 10, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to punt it from the Browns' 38-yard line. I think because of the weather.
I'll go and say it. Scared.
Scared. They don't want to give the Browns, as this one rolls into the end zone for a touchback, any good field position.
Terrified.
That's not usually like Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
I would do the same thing if I was terrified. I do think the rain does play a factor there in there too,
I do. Okay. Quickly, our sponsor today is BetUS, the best sports book in the game, and they're giving the Dog Pound a great deal when you go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Browns125. When you put all that information in, they're going to give you guys a 125% deposit bonus. So if you want to say deposit $100, they'll match that $100 with an additional $25. So make sure you use our exclusive link, chatsports.com/bet, promo code Browns125 to get that 125% deposit bonus. So that's what we got on tap for today. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's show.
I'm going to play a little game for you, Petey, here.
Okay.
I'm going to log on to BetUS, and I'm going to pull up the live odds.
Ooh,
Take a guess at what the live spread is.
I think it's probably going to say, okay, live odds. Let me know when you have them. When you got them in front of you.
It's taking a sec to load. I've got like 25 tabs open today.
It is still pouring down rain in Cleveland. 104 Central.
I'm going to guess Browns 1.5.
Jack Conklin, by the way, kind of goes without saying, has been ruled out for the rest of the game.
That's tough.
Are you saying Browns by 1.5 or Bengals by 1.5? I think it's probably Bengals by 1.5. The Bengals were 3-point favorites. I don't know if a 3-0 start changes it enough.
I just look at this weather and I wonder, I mean, this game is going to be pretty low scoring. Maybe you cut that live spread in half.
Uh-huh.
The live spread is Browns -2.5.
Browns -2.5. Good for you. You're better than I was.
Yeah, it's like I've done this before.
Steelers still trailing 17-0 to the 49ers, and the Saints are down 6-3 against the Titans at home. But it looks like New Orleans is driving into the red zone somewhere neither team has been today, whether it's Cleveland or Cincinnati. The Browns have been close twice, but can't actually punch through that red zone door.
I was hoping to plug our sponsor a little bit more today with the BetUS Red Zone. Very nice and fancy. You put a little name in front of it, but we haven't gotten the chance today. Instead, I do want to ask you guys a question, and I'm going to make this the new live poll as well. And I'm going to make this the right verbiage. What side of the football has been better so far?
Okay.
Offense or defense, PD? What do you think?
Which side's been better? The defense. The man coverage by Denzel Ward and company have locked down T. Higgins and Jamar Chase so far. 1st and 10, Watson dumping it off. That is caught. There's David Njoku spinning out of a tackle, taken down after a gain of 9. So the Chief touches the ball for the first time today, and he picks up 9 yards doing so as the Browns start at their own 20-yard line after the touchback. So they are making their way out towards the 30.
The new live poll is up. Offense or defense? Get your votes in on the poll and in the chat.
2nd and 1. Watson lining up under center. Takes the snap. Handoff, Chubb to the left. Chubb trying to get to the first down marker, and he is dragged across. Let's go. Hype your ones, baby. Listen, in a 3-0 game in the second quarter, you kind of need, like, 2nd down, 2nd and 1 has to be a conversion because now you can take a shot on 1st and 10.
games like this and the rain and stuff are all about the grinded out plays. And
Yes.
who's gonna make the grinded out plays? Right now, the Browns are making those plays.
Indeed. Chubb, 6 carries for 34 yards thus far. Watson lining up under center. He's done that maybe a little bit more than I thought he would. 1st and 10, takes the snap. It's another run for Chubb. This time Chubb bounces off a tackle and he picks up 7 yards. Good run by 24. 2nd down and 2 coming up. Chubb starting to get going a little bit here. Remember, he did not play a single snap in the preseason, so there might be a first half of rust or so as he's like, oh yeah, I got to read the holes a little bit better. He literally just hip-checked Harrison Bryant on his way past him. Just a little love tap of, I'm on your 6. 2nd and 3. Browns at their own 37. I formation, Watson, play action, drops back. Throwing over the middle, that is low and short to DPJ. He had him, just not on target. Watson drying off his hand. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, the Watson haters are going to look at the stats. The Watson truthers are going to bring up the rain. And we don't really know where the truth lies. 3rd and 3. Watson in shotgun. Deshaun on 3rd down in shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a run to Chubb, who's not going to get to the 1st down marker. He stopped after a gain of 1. It'll bring up 4th and a very long 1. Like 1.5, if you will. I think Kevin Stefanski's going to go for it. Now, the Browns get the ball to start the second half as we approach the 6-minute mark here. And it looks like Cleveland will at least try and draw the Bengals off sides. I don't hate just running it with Chubb again.
I don't either.
I think you're going to get it.
Type R for run, type P for pass in the comments right now. I think you just run it right back up the gut, or at least some sort of RPO.
4th and 2. Watson under center, puts men in motion, trying to draw him off sides, and hard count does not work. So the Browns will take a delay of game, and they will punt it away, which I could have been persuaded into either side, right? Go for it. You get it. Keep the ball moving. Punt it. Pin Cincinnati deep. Try to get off the field. Get the ball back with like 3 or so minutes. And you had that 2-for-1 special where you end the half with the ball, and you start the second half with the football. But it's never a good idea to just voluntarily put Joe Burrow back on the field. Although the Bengals so far, I mean, let me read you guys Joe Burrow's stats. It's nothing to intimidate you all that much. Burrow so far today is
4 for 11 for
25
yards.
Watson 7 for 13 for 56 yards. So neither quarterback is really in a groove. Good punt by Pahorquez. Flag on the play. Okay, so this is going to be, as the return gets east and west, and not a good one, taken down at the 9. This is going to be on the Browns. I believe the gunner, I don't know who it was, maybe Mike Ford. If you run out of bounds on a punt, you have to immediately make an effort to come back inbounds. The referee threw his hat, which he does when someone goes out of bounds, and then threw his flag afterwards, which to me signals the gunner did not come inbounds. What it could be, though, as a Bengals player, you can't just keep boxing someone out of bounds, though. It's going to be one of those two things there. I don't think this is going to be a hold or anything like that. I have a feeling it's going to be on the Browns. Running out of bounds, not reestablishing himself in bounds. Let's see what the call is as the officials get their ducks in a row here. Here's the ruling. Blocking out of bounds by the receiving team. There we go. Half the distance to the goal. So you can't, you can shove someone, but once they're out of bounds, you can't keep pushing them out of bounds here. As Mike Ford, look at this. Davis, he just, runs with him out of bounds onto the Browns sideline. 1st and 10. I mean, this is great for the Browns, right? You wanted to win the field position battle. The ball now sits at the 5-yard line for Burrow and the Bengals. Here we go. Let's make some noise. 1st and 10 from the 5. Cincinnati takes the snap. They run it. Not a lot of room to run. Dalvin Tomlinson meeting the ball carrier. Joe Mixon picks up maybe a yard or two. My suspicion is Cincinnati runs it 3 straight times. I just don't think they want to pick and choose their battles and have Burrow try and throw here.
They definitely don't want to be facing 3rd and long from inside their own 10 and force Burrow to throw from that standpoint.
Yep. Maybe on 2nd and 8, they take a shot downfield, try and catch the Browns sleeping. 2nd down and 8. Here we go. Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a quick wide receiver screen to Jamar Chase, and he gets some good blocking. He gets pushed out of bounds, shy of the line to gain. And it's going to be 3rd and maybe 1, 3rd and 2. Good play by Chase to slip out of a tackle or two. Denzel Ward nearly got him, and then Chase just outmaneuvers him until JOK comes over. 3rd and 1. Here we go. Big play here. Get an opportunity to get off the field and really get some good field position for your offense. But that starts with the stop right now. 3rd down. Let's go. 3rd down, baby. Shotgun formation for Burrow. Takes the snap. It's a run. Nowhere. Down he goes. Lost on the play. There is a flag. There is a flag. It was a very bang play. Maybe a hold on the offense. Let's watch. Do we see a hold? I don't really see a hold. But maybe I just missed it. Officials are having a conference. Let's see what the call is. It looks like it's on Cincinnati. Illegal shift, offense, penalty is declined. Oh, pre-snap penalty. Oh, never mind. I don't know. Penalty is declined. That's all that matters. So the Bengals are going to punt, and with 4 minutes and change, the Browns are going to get the ball back with good field position.
Again.
This has to be points. You got to get the double dip. George Costanza. Points here, and then points after the half.
I like the term I heard from the Fox broadcast yesterday talking about Colorado football, Deion Sanders, in the middle 8.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half.
Good punt by Cincinnati. It's fair caught by DPJ at the 31-yard line. So not stellar field position, but, I mean, better than anything Cincinnati's been dealing with all day long. Okay. If you are subscribed and you want a shout-out, type me in the chat. We are in sub-only mode right now on the chat. So let's get some me's flowing in the chat, and I'll be giving shout-outs to everyone. So if you want to have your name read for 2,500 plus people to hear, subscribe, and then type me, like Pogo, like Ross, like Ralph Peterson, one of the new super chatters here. Kevin subscribed. I've got Ivan Yoder, love to see it. Mike Lall, Brad Schaefer, Wesley, Watson Productions, Tim Green, Remarkable Zay, Jersey Dog, Brad, Billy D, Megan, Austin, Vito, Remarkable Zay. Let's go.
And on first down, by the way, nice little run by Nick Chubb over the left guard, 13 yards, and another first down. Type your 24.
I'll tell you what happened. I missed that entire play, and you want to know why? Because college football is commercials after every change of possession. And I'm just accustomed to that after the first weekend now. 1st and 10, Nick Chubb rushes it for a gain of an inch or two. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I feel like this might be like the most important drive to this point. You've got to get some sort of momentum going into that.
Got to get points.
This game still feels like it's very much up in the air going into the break.
2nd and 9 right now. Watson in shotgun. He takes the snap. It's a handoff. This time it's Jerome Ford. First time we've seen him since he fumbled. And on 2nd and 9, Jerome Ford goes nowhere. This is a big play here. Big third down.
He almost like bounced it to the wrong hole. Like he tried to take it outside when the gap was inside once he got like outside the tackle.
He looked a little lost. 3rd and 10. Steelers down 20-0, by the way. Niners with the ball. 3rd and 10, Watson in shotgun at the 45. Deshaun running down the play clock, takes the snap, drops back, looking with all the time, throwing. That's incomplete. Another pass that was just low.
Amari Cooper was wide open again.
Let's watch the replay. I think Cooper, is wide open on a curl route.
He's right there.
There's a linebacker kind of in the area, but Watson just, it's low. In fact, Watson, I think, kind of slips when he throws this. He ends up on the ground after this play. I feel like as he was throwing, he just lost his footing or something. It's just kind of an ugly sight altogether. So the Browns are going to punt it after a 5-play series. Bojorquez punts it. Not great. It's going to go out of bounds at maybe around the 20 or so. So Burrow and the Bengals are going to come on with all 3 timeouts and 2-minute warning. Hey, last 2 minutes here, Super Chat menu. If you are enjoying the free content we are providing and you want to show some appreciation, Super Chats are a great way to do so. Every Super Chat, you get a shout out. $5 Super Chat enters you into a raffle for this signed helmet by yours truly. And then $10 Super Chat, we'll do shot roulette. $20, I drink out of a dog bowl. $50, we add your name to our MVP board. 1st and 10. We'll get all the Super Chats at the end of this series here. It's a run for Mixon to the left and a gain of 4. And that's the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning, Super Chat coming in from Max Nikolenko. We'll get that on screen, Max. Someone tell Watson the turf is not a receiver. Yeah. The Browns are playing like they have a 12th man, and the 12th man is the turf.
That's like at least the second, maybe the 3rd throw we've seen him just underthrow his receiver straight into the ground.
Yep.
The rain doesn't help. The grip is just not there on the ball like it would be. The grip's not there,
and then that last one, from the replay angle, you could see in the background Watson throwing and just fall, his leg just shooting out.
It looked like he tried to really dig in to plant in to throw it with some velocity and get past the linebacker, which I think was Logan Wilson, and he just didn't have the grip in his leg.
No. Max, thanks so much for the Super Chat, though. We'll add your name to the raffle. $5 Super Chat, and you can be entered into a raffle to win this signed helmet. $2 Super Chat coming in from Dalton. What's going on, dude? Watson is going to look like last season. He sucks. Well, I'm honestly a little surprised it took this long to get the kind of Super Chat like this one in.
Do you want to take the same approach with Joe Burrow, who's 5 of 12 for 22 yards?
Burrow's worse than Watson so far. And listen, Watson has not been super duper sharp. I think the weather makes up a percentage of it. The question is, how big of a percentage? Is it big enough to justify what has been a couple of missed throws? Probably not.
Maybe not so much when they're wide open.
Yeah.
Like they were those 2 times.
Yep, I agree. So I don't think Watson is going to look like the way he did last year. I have 4 years of him in Houston to believe otherwise. So 4 years in Houston, 6 games in Cleveland. What's the bigger sample size to believe he's going to be like? I'll go with the 4 years in Houston. So it's one thing if those things were flip-flopped, right? Bad in Houston and then 6 great games with the Browns. Who's he really going to be? But I'm going to go with the 4 years over the 6 games. Dalton, thanks so much for the Super Chat, though. I love going back and forth, even if we do not agree. So that is our most recent Super Chat. If you want to be on screen, Super Chat, and we will throw it on for everyone watching to see. Now, we are almost at 23,000 subscribers. 314 subscribers to go. Let's go, everyone. 2-minute drill here. Defense needs a stop. Get the ball back with all 3 timeouts. We're also going to find out just how confident the Bengals are in Joe Burrow. Because right now it feels like they are trying to pick and choose their battles. And this is not a battle they want to begin. Having to throw the ball a lot here from their own 23-yard line. 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap. Burrow's going to pass. Dumps it off. That's caught. Jamar Chase. There is a flag down. Gain of 3 on the play. There is a flag. My guess is illegal formation. Flag was thrown at the line of scrimmage. Illegal formation on the Bengals. Replay second down after the 5-yard penalty. So the clock stops. Both sides with all 3 timeouts right now. Pogo with a $5 super chat. We'll throw that on at the end of this series or just the next stoppage and play, Pogo. 2nd and 12. Here we go. 2nd down and 12. Defense needs to make a play here as the Bengals offense has been just non-existent through nearly 30 minutes of football. Burrow in shotgun, takes the snap, drops back. Hold? Anything? Nothing? No. Burrow dumps it off to his tight end. No, check that. Tyler Boyd. Gain of about 6 on the play. So 3rd and 12 or 2nd and 12 will turn into 3rd and 6 now. So Darius Smith was asking for a hold, and I think he should have gotten it too. 3rd and 8. Here we go. Big 3rd down here. Again, both sides, all 3 timeouts. Clock is staying still at 1:48. So an incomplete pass here. The Browns could get the ball back with all 3 timeouts.
Spam the chat. Get
Let's
loud.
go. Big 3rd down. Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 3. Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap. Browns bring pressure. Burrow throws down the field to nobody. Incomplete. The pressure got to Burrow, but it looks like the receiver did not run the right route.
That looked like a real miscommunication. And I'd almost argue some sort of intentional grounding because he's inside the pocket. And
there's no one there.
No one in sight.
Yeah. Zadarius Smith threw down Burrow at the end of the play. 4th and 8. Bengals are going to punt. And the Browns with 3 timeouts. We said it last drive, Sam, but damn it, I mean it this time. You have to get some points here going into the half.
You can't walk in just 3-0.
Over the near AFC champs last year. Ooh, nearly blocked a punt, but it's off. And it is going to be fair caught at the 32-yard line. It's literally just the same. This is Big Ten football. This is the same game over and over again, right? Get some shout-outs, please.
I'll get some shout-outs here. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like we mentioned. Got over 2,400 people watching live right now, which is just awesome to see. Thank you guys so much for joining us here for the season opener. And we're going to be here every single week.
Indeed.
At least PD will be. I may not be here every single week, but you know Matthew Peterson will be here for those watch parties.
What's the TV show where it's like
Quizzing me
like the
TV
Tower
again.
of Terror thing that's based on, where it's like an alternate universe.
Oh.
Where it's like you're in a different world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
What's that called? Because that's what this game is.
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. That's what this is.
Let's go.
That's why we pay the big bucks.
Let's
Elijah
go.
Moore on an end around. Going the other way. Moore with green grass. Watson lays a block. Moore with the first down run and more. Elijah Moore across the 50. Big play by number 8, Elijah Moore.
Spam your 8. Spam your 8 in the chat right now.
Let's go.
Spam your 1. Spam everything. Type 8, type 1, type whatever it is. I'm putting 1 because it's the quickest one I have. I
First
thought I
and
had
10.
an 8.
Browns across midfield. Under a minute to go. Watson throwing. That's dropped. That's dropped. Is that David Bell? Sam, tell me if that's 1 and an 8 next to it.
That absolutely is a 1 and
Damn
an 8.
it!
He breadbasketed it. Enough with the breadbasket shit.
That's a first down.
Oh.
And that's on target.
It literally bounced off his chest.
Did it hit the 1 or the 8 first? I can't tell.
It hit the 32 emblem on the crest. I hate that.
2nd and 10. Watson drops back.
That's a deep shot type of drop back.
He's looking. He is going to check it down. It's incomplete.
I
He
mean,
really wanted to uncork one, but nothing was open.
That was like an 8 or 9 step
And
drop.
Watson was hit, and he is helped up by his offensive line. Hopefully Watson's okay. He's kind of I think he just got the wind knocked out of him as he rejoins the huddle. Okay. That scares me.
Yeah, just a little scary.
I prefer my quarterback never had the wind knocked out of him. Just a personal preference of mine, though.
I'll even extend that one more. I don't want any of my players to get the wind knocked out of them.
Yep.
I do want to hit these 2 super chats just real quick. I know we're in the drive. Oh, there's actually a stoppage in play, so I think we can go ahead
Watson
and real quick.
is shaken up still.
Yeah.
Trainers are coming out for Deshaun Watson.
I'm going to verbalize these while PD.
So the Browns actually called a timeout to give Watson some time.
That's
so
a
the
good
Browns
call.
call a timeout with 45 seconds. Watson, he goes, I'm good.
He's fine. I think
I think he just needs an extra 30 seconds. All right, Pogo. Watson needs to pay more attention more. Watson needs to pay more attention more and look for open receivers, in my opinion. This is a huge game for me since it's a division game. He's finding the open guys, Pogo. He's just not hitting them. Well, the last time he did, and the guy didn't catch it. And now he's a bit shaken up. 3rd and 10, Watson back in shotgun. Got to convert here. Shotgun snap. Bengals. Rush 3. That's caught. Amari Cooper first down. Little out route, and Coop moves the sticks. 41 seconds.
We haven't been able to do that one today. Type Coop.
Get those Coops going.
That's nice. I mean, we haven't really said his name much since that catch he made where kind of gingerly came up there.
Coop got 3 feet in bounds. 1st and 10. Browns comfortably-ish in field goal range. Actually, I lied. They're at the 37. So right on the marker.
Christopher, we'll get to you in a second.
Watson throws out. That is caught. Great throw. That's caught Donovan Peoples-Jones. That is a very nice throw. He's going to layer this bad boy like a cake in between the linebacker and the corner. It's just over the reach of Mike Hilton and just shy of Awuzie, and that's a big play right there. Oh, beauty.
I love a good slow motion right over the
DB's like this.
And then he doesn't get it.
Donovan Peoples-Jones moves the chains, the ball at the 25, approaching the red zone. It's a run up the middle, and Jerome Ford picks up 6 yards. First time he's done anything good all day. And with that run, I think he crosses the 20. The Browns utilize their second timeout, with 31 seconds. And we are now in the BetUS red zone, chatsports.com/bet, promo code Browns125. Link is in the chat, my friends. Link is in the chat, baby. By the way, Baker Mayfield, 6 for 15, 63 yards, and a touchdown pass to Mike Evans.
What a guy.
Sam's a big OU guy, so you know where he was tweeting
Well,
during all that.
it's like calling you a big Tennessee guy. I'm just an alum.
All right, here we go. Chris, we're going to get to your super chat in just a moment. 2nd and 4. Watson in shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throwing. That's caught. First down. Elijah Moore. Timeout. Call timeout. Unfortunately, the Browns budgeted their timeouts correctly. They just didn't budget one for Deshaun Watson injury timeout. You know what I mean? All right, we kind of needed that one, but we need you more, so we'll burn one right now so you can catch your breath. Okay. Christopher with a $5 super. DTR looked better in the preseason than both QBs. Go Dogs. F Pitt, F Cincy, F Dirty Birds. DTR also played guys who are no longer in the NFL. Let's kind of remember that, please. I don't think DTR played against Sam Hubbard or Trey Hendrickson. 1st and 10. Come on. Watson in shotgun. Deshaun, empty set. Takes the snap. Whistle. It's not delay of game. I think it's a timeout Cincinnati. Timeout Bengals. That's their first of the half. We do have a $5 super chat coming in from L. Smith, 1717. First time super chatter. More positivity here, guys. Defense looks insanely good. Pass offense is going to take time. Baltimore and Pitt look worse. Keep our heads up. L. Smith, that was a very good audition to take my job. Because in a $5 super chat, you said everything we all needed to hear.
And it was their first time super chat.
And
so,
here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. First and 10, Watson in shotgun at the 13, takes the snap, throwing fade to the end zone for Cooper, incomplete. Good coverage. Like, the pass was on target, you know what I mean? Just better play by Cam Taylor-Britt, the corner. He never lets Cooper separate from him and kind of reach out for this pass. Just a really good play altogether by the corner. L. Smith, thank you so much for the super chat. All first-time super chatters, we sing Here We Go Brownies. 2nd and 10, 22 seconds. Now, you really can't take a sack here. If you do, it's a fire drill to get the field goal unit on. Watson, shotgun snap. QB run. He's going. Watson to the end zone. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with a 13-yard touchdown run. Let's go! What a gutsy call by Stefanski. No timeouts, and he runs his QB into the end zone for 6. Touchdown!
Those TDs!
Let's go! Browns extend their lead. Watson fighting off the cornerback Daxton Hill for 6. Yes!
What a run.
What a ballsy call by Stefanski.
Mike Law, Scott Pullen, Austin
Let's
Birmingham.
go!
The bots are in the chat.
The bots are spamming TDs.
Drown them with the TDs. Ilias, CGC Zone, Mike Dibble, Ronald Peterson. And an extra point is good.
Let's go.
This is exactly how we wanted the half to end. And that's exactly what they did.
Watson with a touchdown run on a design play. 10-0. Get those TDs. Lloyd Garcia's got my back. I see Tyler. I see John. Tim Green, Wolfstand, Greasy Flight, Jersey Dog, Tie Man, Raul Ganesh, Crypto, Trod Point, Yeti, Ethan. Let's go Browns, baby. 10-0 good guys. And a big hug from Kevin Stefanski to his quarterback, Deshaun Watson. AVP up in the booth probably talking to him. Wyatt Teller dapping him up. Let's go. Yes! 10-0.
The way that yes came out of TD's mouth there,
It was the biggest relief.
Yes!
Now, if you're the Bengals, you have been terrified to use Joe Burrow this game. I'll bet, Sam, minus 10,000, they need it.
I mean, in the second half here, that's not a great spot to be for Cincinnati. We don't care. Yeah. But, you know, for a team that hasn't thrown the ball well in the first half, you're not giving yourself a ton of options here.
Out the back of the end zone. Watson with a great... I mean, if he doesn't score there, clock's ticking, you're in a jam. Okay. About to wrap up the first half. If you are tuning in right now and you're not subscribed, help us change that. Help you change that by clicking the subscribe button. We don't just do watch parties, by the way. We do daily content as Burrow takes a knee. He goes into the half with 0 points to show for. You think this is the first time Joe Burrow has been shut out in a half? It's not common to get shut out in a half, right? Like, you get 3 points, usually at least. But who you got? Browns, Bengals. Okay, Sam's going to give shout-outs. I'm going to put that run on my Twitter. We'll put my Twitter at the bottom, so if anyone wants to see what that looks like, you can see the run yourself on my Twitter account. But who you got? Sam's giving shout-outs to everyone who's typed CLE. If you type CIN.
If you type CIN, I'm not giving you a shout-out. It's pretty simple. I want to see nothing but CLEs in the chat. Great first half by the Browns here, so let us know who you got. I see CGC Zone, Alex Green, Pogo C, William Hooper, Jimmy, Tonio, Aaron Haunts, Kevin Cocos, The Mad Respect, Creative Juices in there, type in CLE. Austin Burlingham, James Harper, Kalina's Agility Partner, Ray Biddings in the chat, Mike Law is in the chat, Sean Simmons, Ilias, Remarkable Zay, Raul, Mike Dibble is always in the chat, Sarge is in the chat, type in CLE. Who else do we have? Blake is in there. Keep spamming him. Keep spamming him more than once. Jay Keith is in there. Mike Law, Ty Man the Buckeye, our trusty moderator in the chat is always typing CLE. Mark Stevenson's in there. Give Petey a follow at Matthew Petey. Petey, we're actually going to get that link in the live chat as well once we get it out. So
I got bamboozled by Twitter. I don't have the video just yet.
Oh, no.
Dov. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Say that much.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Usually you're right there if you blame it on Dov.
Dov blue-balled me.
Damn it, Dov.
Mm-hmm. But we'll get that video out to you in just a moment.
Oh, I see the tweet that he put there, too.
Yeah.
That's a terrible troll.
Dov. Damn it, Dov. Okay. We're going to make do. But a great play by Watson to round out the first half. We're going to stay here, if you guys don't mind, for the halftime break right now. Because, okay, Sam's going to get some food. Yeah, go get some food. And then as soon as I have that highlight, I will put it out on my Twitter for everyone to see. We have the score updated? Oh, I mean the stats, like the scoreboard. Okay. I was just curious. Okay. There are people living for Deshaun Watson's poor start on Twitter right now. I'm just going to say that much. But we've got Watson running it in with a wonderful first down, touchdown run. Oh, and here's the run. Now I've got it on my Twitter.
All right. I'm coming back in. Hold on.
Okay. Sam's coming back on. We'll get it on my Twitter.
Hold on. There we go. We're back in. All right. I'm going to get some stats up here for the first half. Good first half for the Browns, obviously up 10-0 going into the break. Wasn't always pretty, but you're up 10-0 going into the season opener at home as an underdog. We love a good home underdog. So 10-0 at half. Deshaun Watson, 10 of 20, 85 yards, no touchdowns outside of that rushing touchdown, obviously. A couple passes in the dirt. Maybe not the best first half for Deshaun Watson, I would say here, but
I agree.
A great first drive to close out the show, that's for sure.
Yeah, 10 for 20, 85 yards. Burrow is not doing much better. 6 for 14, 36 yards. So I think you can chalk some of it up to the weather, but ultimately Watson has just missed a throw or two, or maybe even 2 or 3 throws, I should say. But regardless, the Browns up 10-0. It's the first half of week 1. Let's not burn the boats right now. Okay, we're going to get those stats on screen. We'll both take a little bit of halftime break because I'm hungry too, actually. So we will take a 10-minute halftime pause, really however long the rest of the half is, and we will come back for the second half. But the Browns winning 10-0 so far here in Cleveland.
All right. PD might still be in preseason form.
Dude, that was embarrassing. Okay. I literally was walking around the cord to plug into the outlet right there. We are back now for the second half. Total yards after the first half. Browns 200, Bengals 97. 12 first downs for Cleveland, 3 first downs for Cincinnati. Sam, did Joe Burrow come back too soon? Because it really looks like the Bengals are afraid to push Burrow to his limits.
It's interesting because it reminds me of last year's first game of the season in a way. Joe Burrow hadn't played in the preseason because of his appendectomy.
Yeah.
And was not great in week 1. I feel like
or week 2, really. Remember they lost to the Cowboys without Dak Prescott.
Yeah, so I feel like we're seeing a little bit of that same thing. There's multiple elements at play. I'm sure the calf and the weather are the 2 biggest ones, but this offense does not look the same for Cincinnati, and that's a good thing for Cleveland.
The good news is the defense for the Browns has been stellar. I mean, you're pitching a shutout right now, right? You're up 5 innings into this game, and they've got like 1 base hit so far.
And you start with the ball.
Yeah. Big second half here. I can't quite tell if it's still raining or not. Evidently, it stopped raining 15 minutes ago, but you got to get those shots of like a little puddle and see if there's little droplets falling down. But it definitely looks like it lightened up if it is still raining. But so far, Watson getting most of his damage done on the ground, 32 rushing yards, 85 yards through the air, 10 for 20 completion percentage. I love how everyone's going to rip Watson apart, but no one's talking about Joe Burrow, 6 for 14, 36 yards. Like, the weather works for Burrow, but not for Watson. I don't think it's raining anymore. Okay. After the touchback, the Browns take it from their own 25-yard line. Watson in shotgun. He takes the snap, handoff, Nick Chubb, and Chubb has nowhere to run. Gain of 2 on the play. $5 Super Chat just flew in. We'll throw that on screen really quickly here, Jacob Kisner. Biggest offseason move, Jim Schwartz. Let's go Browns, F Cincinnati. Sit Goodwin, no chemistry with Watson. DeJuan Jones, looking good. Cleveland Super Chat, best Brown show already. Jacob, you maximize every character there, and I respect the hell out of it.
Oh, yeah. And Aaron has his Super Chat that will hit after this play.
Love it, Aaron. We'll get to that in a moment. But I agree with the Jim Schwartz. That was a very big move by the Browns that we're seeing right now. 2nd and 8. Watson is thrown down. He's sacked. Trey Hendrickson sacks Deshaun Watson as the rain has halted in Cleveland. So 3rd down and about 12, 11-ish after the loss on the play. Watson started to climb the pocket. And the offensive line has to learn how to block a little bit differently for Watson because he's not Baker. Like, Watson's going to really extend plays and for a lot longer. So you just got to hold your blocks for a little bit longer. But Trey Hendrickson's one of the best defensive ends in the biz. 3rd and 11. Here we go. Watson in shotgun takes the snap, drops back. Good pocket, throws. That is incomplete. Off of Elijah Moore's fingertips, and it hits the ground. 3 and out for the Browns on the first drive of the second half, and that sends the punt unit on.
We talked about Elijah Moore making an impact. Outside of that reverse run, yeah, it feels like we haven't heard him all that much.
Yeah. This was just – pass was high, and if it's caught – he's got a DB on his back. So the Browns punt after losing a yard, pretty much. Bohorquez puts his left foot into it, and it's a bad punt. It's going to go out of bounds around the 35, maybe even close to the 40-yard line. So here comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals. First-time Super Chat coming in from Aaron Hans. I'm in Iowa. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Shout out to you, Aaron, from watching from Iowa. Thanks so much for the Super Chat. Here's the Super Chat menu for today. Every Super Chat gets a shout out. $5 Super Chat. Well, we enter you into a raffle to win this bad boy here. $10. We haven't had a shot roulette in a little bit of while now, so $10 Super Chat. Mr. Sam Brown picks red or black, and if he's wrong, he takes a shot. If he's right, I take a shot. $20, I drink out of the dog bowl, and then $50 Super Chat. we add your name to our Dog Pound MVP club right here. So $50 super chat. Your name gets written on a dog bone sticker, and it's on the board for the entire season. We got a $5 super chat coming in from Christopher. Last time Cincinnati shut out first half was Cleveland last Halloween. Go Browns. I kind of forgot. I mean, not the game, but the shutout in the first half. But you're spot on, Christopher. Yeah, Bengals, we are just there, they're healed. They cannot get past the Browns for whatever reason. And that Bengals game, by the way, on Halloween last year, that was Cincinnati's last loss until the AFC Championship game. They won out after Halloween last year. Now, there was the cancellation against the Buffalo Bills, but they did not lose. So, the Browns, knock on wood, 10-point lead. They have the Bengals number. We are also closing in on a personal goal of ours, which is to reach the combined total of our last 2 watch parties. Right now, we're at 729 likes. We've got 400, 500 or so likes to go, not even, to reach the total combination. Yeah, to outdo the total of our last 2 watch parties combined. So let's break that number right now. If you have not liked the video, like the video. Let's go. 1,900 plus people watching right now. If we get to 800 likes, which we are 54 away from, free dog bowl on the house, okay? In fact, I'll say for the rest of this third quarter, until the Browns get the ball back, every 100 likes, dog bowl. Every $10 super chat, dog bowl. Until the Browns get the ball back. Oh! A $50 super chat! Let's go! Aaron Collins, it's a dogfight. It's a dogfight indeed. Let's go. Aaron will add your name to the board in a moment. 1st and 10, Bengals with good field position. It's a run for Mixon, and Mixon gets the edge, and he gets escorted out of bounds after a gain of 5. Let's go. Aaron, we're going to add your name to the board at the next stoppage. But Aaron Collins, writing it down now. And I'll take a dog bowl for that.
And we're 18 likes away from 800 and another dog bowl. Maybe a dirty dog bowl? A little second half dirty dog bowl action?
$500 in super chats in total, which we're $250 away from dirty dog bowl. That's beer and fireball. But we got to get to 500 for that. 2nd and 6 at the 50. Shotgun snap. Burrow throwing. Incomplete. I don't know who that was to. That was to nobody.
He's officially giving the seeing ghost look.
He looks like
that one confused him a little bit.
He looks like he's a rookie, honestly. Like he just doesn't know what he's looking at right now. Aaron, we're going to add you right now. 3rd and 6 here. Aaron Collins. 3rd and 6. Here we go. For Aaron. 3rd down. Let's go. Shotgun snap. Burrow throwing downfield for Chase. That's incomplete. Incomplete. There's a flag. I don't think it's pass interference. It might be defensive holding on. No. Pass interference on Denzel Ward. I didn't see pass interference. Do I miss something? Oh, he barely tugs his jersey, and he's got the jersey tugged, and that gets the call. Damn. That's like the first, break for the Bengals, as that gets them out into the Browns' 33-yard line. Burrow in shotgun here. Takes the snap. Burrow throwing down the sideline. It's incomplete, but man, T. Higgins was open. He beat Martin Emerson on what was a bit of a trick play design for the Bengals. And ultimately, it hits the ground harmlessly for an incomplete pass. I have a dog bowl for Aaron's 50.
I'm starting to get some kind of asterisks around this because if
Joe
Joe Burrow's healthy, I feel like that's a touchdown.
Darius Smith got a good lick on number 9, too. 2nd and 10. Burrow in shotgun. 2nd down. Takes the snap. He throws it incomplete. Pressure got to him. That was Myles Garrett hitting Burrow. And that brings up 3rd and 10. Kind of wonder what Cincinnati does here. I mean, they've got Evan McPherson, a reliable kicker. But as of right now, it's a 50-yard field goal. You just watch Burrow kind of miss 2 passes. You think they run it with Mixon to pick up 5 yards? They get McPherson better spot to kind of try and build some momentum.
You got to get points on the board at some point. If you're Cincinnati, if you're Cleveland, we'll take this.
3rd and 10. Burrow in shotgun takes the snap. They're going to pass. Burrow flushed out of the pocket, looking, checking it down. That is caught, but not enough for a 1st down. 4th down. It's 4th and 2. Irv Smith Jr. And the Bengals are sending the field goal unit on. Yeah. Burrow's on the sideline. Browns defense makes a stop. 4th and 2. I thought they might go for it here. But I think they are so happy to, one, be on the Browns half of the field for once.
Just get points on the board.
They got to get that big donut off the board. So Evan McPherson's on for a very makeable kick. It'll be about a 42, 43-yarder.
Spam your M for miss, though.
42-yard kick from the right hash for Evan McPherson is up, and it is good. Hooking left and then eventually finding its way in between the uprights. But the Bengals get their first points of 2023 off an Evan McPherson 42-yarder. And the Browns' lead is trimmed to 7. The M's did not work. Not enough M's. That's all I can take away. Because there were, for a moment there, it looked like it might miss.
Off the leg, it looked like it was that shot there.
Every M that gets typed, another fan gets turned on in the stadium to blow it off course. So we didn't get enough fans on.
It's just one more person going.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. Some super chats came in. We're going to attend to here. Like I said, we're $250 away. $250, I'll do a dirty dog bowl. That's beer and fireball in this bad boy here. But Jacob Kistner with a $2 super chat. Love the show, Petey. No rain equals no excuses. F Cincinnati. I agree. F Pitt, F Baltimore, and F Cincinnati. But you're spot on. The rain's gone. Watson, no more slipping and sliding, right? No more the ball not getting a good grip. I want to see a second half turnaround here. Jacob, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. We've got another $2 super chat coming in here from Kalina's agility partner. Okay. Good on the Browns. We haven't been penalty prone. I feel like you sent that either right before the Denzel Ward pass interference or right after. But ultimately, like, let's say Denzel Ward doesn't commit that PI. He doesn't get that fistful of jersey. Jamar Chase maybe catches that. He got one hand to it. So you traded 15 yards.
Good enough. He's good enough to make that type of catch.
Maybe for 4 points. Not the worst trade-off in the world. Kalina's agility partner. I feel like that's a sexual reference. And we just publicized that. The whole Browns
It's only one
now.
if you make it one.
Yeah.
PD.
$5 super chat coming in from Joe Strogler. I hope to see a more gelled offense next week. I believe we are on the cusp of greatness. Thank you for the helmet. I'm a self-proclaimed psychic. Joe, it's just a raffle ticket, so I don't want you thinking that you automatically won this bad boy. But I do like the confidence. He's kind of just speaking it into existence. He's going to win the raffle. But you haven't entered into it, Joe. And you are correct that, like, we do this all the time in the NFL, where at the end of the year, we're like, look at this team in the first 4 weeks, and then look at them in their last 8 weeks. They just had to get in sync. That very well could be the case here. I just know we're all anxious, and we were promised fireworks, and so we want to see fireworks now.
PD, real quick, I want to give the chance, and thank you to Joe for that super chat. I want to give people a chance to retweet your touchdown tweet that you just posted.
Thank you.
I've got it in the live chat right now. I'm pasting the link in there. Go retweet the tweet. Here in a little bit, we'll check back in. PD can give shout-outs to everyone who retweets the tweet, and give him a follow on Twitter, just because he's a good follow, good content, funny jokes.
I like this,
and he's
Sam.
talking Browns every day.
This is my personal PR guy, Shauna.
Hey,
Ray Bidding saying that helmet is mine. Ray, have you super chatted $5 though? Unless I have bad memory. I don't know if you're in the raffle right now, right, Ray? You've won a lot of raffles. People might think there's collusion going on here. Meanwhile, the Bengals kicked it off to restart the game, and it is out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay. Is there any way to watch this live? All my channels are playing Titans. I don't know what that means in English. But the Titans and Saints were in a 3-point game last I saw. Meanwhile, the Steelers trailing 27-7. Got a good play out of here from George Pickens. 1st and 10 for the Browns at their own 25. Watson under center. Play action. Drops back. Climbing the pocket. Throwing. Caught Elijah Moore. Big play. Right on the money. Elijah Moore across the 50. Yes. Yes. Fireworks. That's a little sparkler. Can we all agree? On the fireworks scale, that's a sparkler. That's kind of the one that, like, you all sit down and you go, oh, the fireworks show is starting. Just a little bit of an appetizer. Let's go. Elijah Moore separating. Big play, big play. Down at the Bengals 42-yard line. It's a run. Chubb to the left. Nick intentionally does not pick up more yards to leave more room for Watson to throw. Very, very unselfish of him. There is a flag, and I have a feeling this is a hold. Illegal formation. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage. Replay first down. So it'll be 1st and 15. Let's go. 1st and 15. Big throw from Watson to Moore. Something we've been looking forward to for a long time now, and we got a good taste of it there.
That's a throw that in the first half looked like it would have hit him right in the feet.
It would have hit him feet, no doubt about it, Sam. 1st and 15. Cleveland at midfield, but on the Bengals half of it. Watson in shotgun. Play clock down to 3. Takes the snap. Run. Chubb to the right. Chubb cutting upfield. Chubb picking up the penalty yardage and more. Nick Chubb is the ultimate eraser. Lost 5 yards? I'll get you 7. 2nd down and 9. I love this. NFL is so rigged. Yes, anytime the NFL has an opportunity to get the Detroit Lions a win in Kansas City, because we know the Lions have always been a big bank account for the NFL. They always do it.
We know how the script goes here.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. Watson lining up in shotgun, directing traffic. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking. Watson rolling out of the pocket. Flag. This is going to be, oh, it's intercepted. It's intercepted. Dax Hill picks it off. There's a flag. It's going to be an offensive hold that's declined. I'm not quite sure what Watson just did, but that will go down as maybe the worst interception of his NFL career. There's no receiver even near the defensive back.
Did he confuse the oranges?
It almost looked like it just came out of his... I don't know. This was the worst pick in Deshaun Watson's NFL career, and I haven't seen all the rest of them. But there's no way there's one worse than that. Just after a big play to Elijah Moore, he turns it over. Damn.
Put your F's in the chat. That's a tough break.
Again,
another one that Browns getting all the momentum and then sloppy mistake down the stretch and come out with 0 points on the drive.
I got to watch a replay of that. The pass just looked so bizarre. Was it tipped? I didn't see a defensive guy in his face to tip it.
All right, let's check back in real quick, PD.
Yeah.
Give some shout-outs to everybody that retweeted your tweet. I'm putting it back in the live chat right now. So if you've got Twitter, if you've got X, it doesn't really matter. We're going to call it Twitter.
I've got Torchy Burns. I've got Big Scrimp. I've got Ted, saying Baker's my QB, so we definitely get along. Chase Brooks Wells, Radicus Finch, Super Movie Ball, Dion Owens, Alex McCauley, Joe American, Derek P. We got Nicholas James, on Double O, Joseph Smith. Shout out to everyone who has Sam Brown, Love to see it,
That
Sam.
guy sounds like fun.
Yeah, sounds like a cool dude.
Sounds like he likes to party.
Good looking profile picture, too. A strapping young lad.
Hey.
Okay. Hit me up on Twitter, though. God, what was that? Dav is going to feast over that interception. Dav's going to change his pants after getting that video out. Okay. All right, shout out your city, though. We are at commercial right now, and I kind of just want to take a bit of a mental reset here because that was just gobbledygook. So let me know where you are watching from right now. We did this at the start of the show, but we got 2,300 people watching right now, so I'm sure we have some new people in the chat. So let me know where you are tuning in from. We give shout-outs here at the Cleveland Browns Report. So let's see. We got Tip City coming in, San Diego from Sean, Kansas City, Frisco, Texas, South Jersey, Columbus, Akron, Ohio, Maryland.
I believe it's pronounced San Diego.
San Diego. Alberta, Canada, Akron, Ohio. Ray Bidding with a $5 super. Tennessee, Wilmington, Delaware. I just learned Delaware does not have an airport for travel. I don't know. It's kind of strange. No airport. 1st and 10. Run to the right, and it's a loss of 4. The defense there has been stifling. Joe Mixon with no room to run.
We did get the answer to our question, PD.
Okay. Kalina is my dog. We do agility, dog sport together. No sexual reference. I'm really glad that got cleared up at the end because for a moment there, we had some bestiality going on. And I was a little nervous about that, Kalina. But Kalina sounds like a 11 out of 10 dog.
I love a good dog.
Good doggy.
Good doggy.
Doggy bowl. 2nd and 13, Burrow in shotgun. Puts Tyler Boyd in motion, takes the snap. Dumping it off. That's caught Joe Mixon. Nice play by Mixon. He picks up 10 yards on the play, and that'll make a 3rd and 13. Ray Bidding with a $5 super chat. Get Ray into the raffle for the signed helmet. Sam, Ray Bidding, he is like the bingo god. He always wins.
He's in there, and he's one of 28 entries into the raffle today. So shout out to everybody who already has. $5 super chat. Raffle will take an entry.
$5 super, and this signed helmet by yours truly and Sam Brown will be in your man cave come next Sunday. Burrow in shotgun. Span those threes. Takes the snap. Quick throw out to the flat. That's caught Jamar Chase. I think he's got enough for the first. He caught it shy of the first down marker and then stuck the football out. And Jamar Chase needed 3 yards, and he got them exactly that. Yeah, it's a good play by Chase. Now, is he in bounds when he extends the football, though? Yes, he is. Okay. I think it's a first down. How far are we, by the way, from 23,000 subscribers?
We are only 184 away.
184 subs away. If you have not subscribed, do it right now. Shotgun snap. Burrow flushed out. Smith chasing him. And Burrow just alligator. It looked like he was allergic to pigskin for a moment. Just chucks it to the ground of his intended receiver. All right. Meanwhile, the Ravens are up 22-6 over C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Red zone look around here. Falcons take a 17-10 lead over the Panthers. So sorry, Remarkable Zay. Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson with touchdowns. 2nd and 10. Burrow in shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff. Mixon. Good run for what looked like it could be nothing. He actually gets about 5 or 6 yards on the play. So on 2nd and 10, Mixon, who has been very busy. Like, I know the fun thing to do is don't pay a running back, ditch him or whatever. I'm sure the Bengals are happy they have Joe Mixon right now because he has picked up a lot of hard-earned yards. It's raining in Cleveland.
All right.
But wait, I was told Raven.
That's weird.
3rd and 5. Rain is back. The rain is back. 3rd and 3. I beg your pardon. Burrow throwing down the sideline, looking for Higgins. Incomplete. Delpit breaks it up.
Great play.
22. Yes. Grant Delpit, step for step with T. Higgins. He just punches this right arm up, right in between Higgins' hands. Incomplete pass. Great play by Grant Delpit. As the rain comes down in Ohio.
And this is going to be an ugly field goal for McPherson from 50 yards out.
This is going to be a long one. Span those misses. M for
Yes,
miss,
M for
M for
miss.
miss, M for miss. Here we go. Oh, 51-yarder.
Oh, that way, that way, that way,
McPherson.
that way.
Kick is up. Oh, he missed it.
He pushed it.
missed it.
He
He
pushed
missed
it.
it. The M's did it. The M's did it. Yes.
He did it this time.
Yes. Enough M's. Did it. And both sides come up empty. Turnovers on both ends. A Watson interception and a missed field goal on the other side. Yes. We did it. That's us. Few showers, I'm not being told, will end around 3:30 Eastern, which is about 15 minutes.
Do you think we could just get the radar here on screen somewhere and just
pop-up
have it in the background? We are 166 subscribers
we
away.
did that.
We did that. That
And
was
here's the
us.
best part. McPherson has no idea. He'll go home, he'll go on YouTube, and be like, those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They did that. That's not my fault.
You know he's going to have that face. He's like, they got me on that one.
That's what the tablets are for. They go on, they're like, what's the chat rate at?
Yes,
And
yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
How many M's? Dude, I stood no chance. Okay, almost at 23,000 subscribers. You know the drill. If you have not subscribed, I need 163 people to do so. Let's get to 23. 23 is a good number. It's a solid number. It's a great number. It's an elite number.
Who's 23 on this roster?
23
Pop
is
quiz.
Martin Emerson.
Do it for Bart Emerson.
For Martin Emerson.
What a guy.
Yeah. Troy
Second-year
Hill used to
stud.
be 23, right? Wasn't Troy Hill 23? Or was Troy Hill 28, actually? But regardless.
I remember Troy Hill being not that good.
Troy Hill was okay.
He had his moments.
Yeah. Got a good fifth-round pick out of him.
All right, here's what we want to do. Type me if you're subscribed. I can give some shout-outs, PD, if you want to rest.
Yeah, we got
rest,
Michael
rest
Warnecki in the
chaps
chat.
real quick.
Michael's one of the big super chat ballers here. Good seeing him in the chat.
If you're subscribed.
Wolf Stance here is typing me. Kimberly Hurst, one of the leaders of the chat, if you will. TLH Arts and Projects, James Wilson, Ty Man. Get those me's. Evan Roberts, Alex Green, Kathy Sadecki, Christopher, L. Smith from across the pond, Lloyd Garcia, Sabrina Brooks, Anthony. Spam those me's, baby. If you want to get a shout out, subscribe and type me in the chat like Watson Productions. Look at the me's. Look at the me's, baby. They're flowing in. Nasir Bailey, Dayton, Ohio. Remarkable Zay. Remarkable. 16-10 Panthers trailing to the Falcons. Athens, Tennessee from John Ross. We got Mitchell. We've got Robert, Stephen, Cool Guy, Preston. Robert Britton's in the chat. Robert Dayton's here. Cornelius. Cornelius is my cousin's middle name. Badass name. Cornelius. That's a powerful name.
That is a sick name. That's my buddy's last name.
Oh, that's a good
He gets to put that, yeah.
Mr.
anytime he
Cornelius?
does. His name is Will Cornelius.
Will sounds cool. It's a run on 1st and 10. Chubb picking up some nice yardage. Chubb bouncing off a tackle or two. Picks up 10, but there is a flag. And I'm really afraid it's another hold, as the Browns were well disciplined in the first half. But in the second half, we have seen a couple of flags. No flag. Nope. No foul. No foul.
Type your
Picked it up.
24s.
Which is an accident. They
Type
just
your
dropped the
24s
flag.
for Nick Chubb. It happens.
Yeah.
It's rainy. It must have just slipped out of his pocket.
1st and 10.
Type your 24s.
Get those 24s. 24s in the chat. 1st and 10. Nick Chubb doing a lot of work on the ground so far today. I think he's approaching 100 yards. He's probably at 80. I'm going to guess 86 yards. 1st and 10. It's a run for Elijah Moore out of the backfield. He is pushed out of bounds. No gain on the play.
13 carries for 75 yards for Nick Chubb.
75 yards?
75 yards.
Okay. The magic number is 130, which all you need is one big 50-yard run from Nick Chubb, and you're right there almost.
I mean, at this point, with Jerome Ford, 4 carries, 14 yards, and a fumble,
Yeah.
I think you just continue riding the bell cow here.
2nd and 10. I mean, they literally put Elijah Moore in the backfield for a run over Jerome Ford. He missed all the preseason, but he was rusty. Watson, QB keeper up the middle. Watson spinning out of a tackle. Watson picks up the first down. Let's go. Deshaun Watson. Took a good lick, but he popped right up. 1st and 10, Watson. I know we just think of quarterbacks as like these pieces of fragile glass, but you can be reminded that they're big fellas too. They're not afraid to run. 1st and 10, Watson under center at the 35-yard line. Takes the snap. Handoff. Chubb, run to the right. Chubb is only going to get a yard or 2 on the play. So a 2-yard pickup. That brings up 2nd and 8.
PD, I don't know how I missed this. We got a first-time super chat.
We got first-time super chatter, Christopher Cook.
And you know what that means.
3, 2, 1. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Christopher, thank you so much for the super chat. Your name has been entered into the raffle to win the signed helmet. Appreciate you, man. Let's go, Browns. 2nd and 8. Watson under center. Takes the snap. Handoff. Chubb. Chubb, first down carry. Chubb, here he goes. Inside the 20. No, wrestled down to the 21. Good run for Nicholas Jamal Chubb. 1st and 10. Remarkable Zay. Nick Chubb looks hungry. Talk about good timing,
the guy knows.
Zay.
This guy knows.
Nick Chubb. I think Stefanski's like, all right, this is no longer about getting Watson into a rhythm. This is about winning the game. And we are having success on the ground.
That's now 27 yards over the last 3 carries for Chubb.
5 rushes on this drive so far. Not a single pass yet. Watson, handoff. Chubb to the right. Chubb is tracked down from behind by Jermaine Pratt. I know it just seems like a little no play, but when you have a pulling guard, which in this case was Batonio, your left guard, when the linebacker identifies that hole, shoots through it, and meets the running back from behind, that's just a great play by the linebacker. Like, that's just one of those, you're like, that's someone we have to account for. Because if he's untouched, he's going to catch up to Chubb. That's what makes Wilson and Pratt, I think, one of the more underrated linebacker duos in the NFL. 2nd and 10. Watson and company at the 21-yard line. They take the snap. Watson's going to pass. Jumps it off, to Njoku, who got a hand on it, but it's incomplete. Looked like Watson thought he was going to lean back inside, and Njoku went to the outside, so it ends up just missing.
I mean, that's the first time you've said David Njoku's name today, I feel like.
He had 1 reception earlier.
He did?
So 2 targets, 1 grab so far.
Not the day I was expecting, to be honest.
I agree. 3rd down. Big 3rd down here. Let's go. 2,500 people watching right now. Like the video if you want the Browns to get a 1st down. We need it, baby. Watson drops back. Checks it down to Elijah Moore, who is wrestled down, but not enough for the 1st down. That's a gain of about 6 on the play. And we are now inside the BetUS red zone. Chatsports.com/bet. That's our sportsbook partner. Promo code Browns125 for a 125% deposit bonus. So make sure you check it out. What was that? We'll tell you guys more about them in a moment. But right now we have Hopkins coming on for a field goal to try and make it a 10-point game and a 2-score game. Once again, he's 1 for 1 today. He made his first field goal attempt from 42 yards. This is from 34 and the left hash. Hopkins' kick is up. And it is my sweet baby Jesus perfect. The crowd erupts for Hopkins. We knew we'd get the Watson to Hopkins connection all year. We thought it'd be DeAndre Hopkins for a little while. But it's Dustin Hopkins. He's a little shorter, probably a little bit pudgier, but he's still beautiful. And he got us 3 points.
You take what you can get. At the end of the day, take the 3 points. Again,
you're back to a 2-score game.
The Browns kicker is perfect on all of his kicks to start the year. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Knock if you're with me.
I'm not sure that would have been the case if it was somebody else, Beetlejuice, instead.
But, Sam, I don't want to jinx anything, but maybe you can say the words that I'm not going to say. There is a team in this game that's from Southwest Ohio who has 3 points to show for nearly 45 minutes in. They have to get 11 points in the next 17 minutes.
I don't like where the math goes there.
I'm just saying, this would be a big turnaround for the offense for this particular team
Yes.
that likes chili with noodles.
Who could that be?
Or noodles and chili. If you even call it chili. Is it even chili?
I believe the city you're referring to rhymes with Cincinnati.
That's a very Italian version of it, but yes.
I really just put together like 2 syllables before Addy.
Hopkins kicks it off from his own 35 to restart the game. And this is going to go out the back of the end zone. Touchback. Okay. Touchback time. So, 13-3. We want to do a quick bet US? Yeah, sure. All right. Brief commercial break here, which gives us a chance to tell you guys, Bet US, our sportsbook partner, chatsports.com/bet, promo code Browns125. Put all that in. You're going to get a 125% deposit bonus, so do not miss out. As Burrow and the Bengals break the huddle, on 1st and 10, it's a run from shotgun. It just goes nowhere. Gain of 2 on the play. Looked like Jordan Elliott was in on the stop. So 2nd down and 9. What's the pass to run ratio right now for Cincinnati? What are they throwing the ball? Maybe I don't think have they thrown it 20 times yet? Burrow's
9 for 22.
9 for 22?
Yeah.
And Mixon has what, 25 carries, you think?
Mixon has 11.
Lies.
11 carries for 54.
Feels way more than 11.
3 receptions on 5 targets as well.
Okay. 2nd and 8. Burrow, play action, has a man in his face. He dumps it off. That's caught. Good play. Jamar Chase, 1st down. Browns brought a corner blitz, it looked like. So you got to get to him before the quarterback can find the open man. Unable to do so as Chase was open in the flat, and a 10-yard pickup moves the chains for Cincinnati. Just about 90 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Clock's ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Rain's coming down. Should stop in 4 minutes, though. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. Burrow pitching it to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase running, picking up 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 once again. That's Taki making the stop. $5 super chat flying in. We'll throw that on screen right now. Hope I'm in drawing for the helmet twice now. On the year, Browns go to and win Super Bowl because F Cincinnati, rain or no rain. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Jacob, you are indeed, my friend.
Yes, I just put your name in there for the 2nd time.
2nd and 8. In shotgun. Burrow takes the snap, drops back, throws downfield to his left. That's incomplete. That's Martin Emerson on the coverage of T. Higgins. And it was like everyone was frozen in motion for a second.
You want to get to 23,000 subscribers for that guy right there.
Yeah, 23, because like Burrow threw to a guy that was not open whatsoever, and Higgins was like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, he's closer to the ball than I am.
All right, actually, the threes didn't work the last time around, so I want everyone to type
Stop.
Type your stops in the chat.
Stop. Copy and paste is your friend. 3rd and 8, let's go.
Spam it.
Shotgun snap for Burrow. Pressure. Dumps it down. Nowhere to go. Yes. Irv Smith Jr. is tackled by Grant Delpit, who looks to be a bit shaken up on the play. Please be okay, Grant. Browns are already out 1 starting safety from Juan Thornhill. Delpit, I think, just needs a moment. The end of the 3rd quarter, my suspicion is the trainers are going to come out to see Delpit. He just made a pretty nice, clean, like kind of bear tackle around Irv Smith. But he's getting up a bit slow right now. Hopefully he's okay. Browns need him. But they do pick up the stop. The stops worked. That's what I'm talking about. Are we almost at 23,000 subs, by the way? Are we within 100?
We are just on the edge of being within 100. We're one. Last I checked, the number's updating right now. It says 111.
111 away?
111. That's a good number. That's like a very nice, pretty
111
cool number. Yeah, but
maybe no more subscribers.
I'd rather that be 000.
I kind of agree with that thought, actually. You persuaded me. Good job. All right, 23,000 subs. We're 111 away 2,500 people watching right now. I know there are 111 of you cheeky bastards watching right now who have not subscribed. Go ahead and do so. We've got William Hopper in the chat. We've got Jersey Dog. Parker Warren's typing his stop. Red Zone look around here. I kind of smelled this game. I want to take credit. Cardinals over the Commies, 16-10, but Washington is in the red zone right now. Let's see what Sam Howell can do. Sam Howell hands it off up the middle. I presume that's Robinson on 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, we've got the red zone. What are you guys doing? But
PD, I'm going to update the poll one more time here.
Okay.
Because maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being not confident enough. Mm-hmm. But I've got some trust issues at times when it comes to my sports teams.
Yeah.
Do you trust the Browns to win this game? Do you trust them to be able to hang on against a team led by Joe Burrow, albeit not 100%, but that dude is still a bad MFer?
He is.
Do you still trust him?
You're up by 10. You are going to get the ball back. So you're going to have the ball to start the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead. This has to be points, right? This has to be points. Ravens leading 22-6 over the Texans. I feel like for the Ravens, this is kind of like Ohio State, Indiana, week 1, where it's like, we're going to win, but we were supposed to win in style. And I don't know if 22-6 is style. It's not bad.
Not against Houston, it's not.
Yeah. J.K. Dobbins feared to have suffered torn Achilles. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks for Dobbins.
That's entering the last year of his deal, too.
Yeah, that's such a punch below the belt right there. All right. Meanwhile, the punt for Cincinnati is not a good one. It's, well, first off, it's a low snap to the punter who bobbles it, so he just kind of gets it off, and it's not his best effort. He just he doesn't get his full leg into it.
And by the way, PD, the countdown is on now. We're less than 100 subscribers.
Less than 100 subs away from 23,000.
84 subscribers away. Sub.
We're getting there. Browns offense starting at their own 36. Watson under center. Deshaun takes the snap. It's a play action. They fooled everyone, even the camera guy. David Njoku's open. First down, run and more. Yes! David Njoku, the Chief, picks up 15 yards. Watson with a great play action. He sticks his empty hand out, has the ball tucked away, nonchalantly looks away like, I'm not in this play. CBS has no idea what's going on, but the Chief is ready, and a first down throw and catch. 1st and 10, Watson 13 for 26, 137 yards, and an INT. Watson under center. Takes the snap. Handoff. Run. Jerome Ford left. Jerome Ford's got room. First down run for 34. Yes! 12-yard run by Jerome Ford. Moves the chains once again.
Keep spamming the ones.
Keep spamming. They're working.
It is.
2 plays, 2 first downs.
Keep spamming it.
You're doing this. Good blocking. Watch this nice block by Wyatt Teller. Get out the way. Nice play by Jed Wills. First down. Let's get another first down. Ball sits at the Bengals 32. Yep. Handoff. Jerome Ford to the left once again. This time he picks up 3 yards, I beg your pardon. Not enough ones. It's the only thing that logically makes sense there.
You know, you can't, mathematically speaking, it's hard to get a first down every single play.
Oh,
so.
Cool Guy Called Zones calling out Sam right now. It's Browns football.
Oh, he got me on that one.
Yeah, that's push-ups.
Damn.
Thank you, Cool Guy.
Yeah, appreciate the looks there. That's on me.
That's okay. 2nd and 7. Browns football, everyone. Sorry for the confusion.
Yep.
It is all manually run here. Watson under center. Takes the snap. Handoff. Shove up the middle. And good. I got to give credit. Like, The Bengals defensive line, I think, has played very well today, right?
They've held their own, yeah.
The Bengals defensive line, I think, has played very well today, right?
They've held their own, yeah.
DJ Reader is one of the more underrated defensive tackles in football. They've definitely kept the Bengals in this game for sure. Man, a touchdown, I'm not going to lie, would have the Browns build a roof on this stadium and then blow it off. 3rd and 5.
I think Kimberly Hurst makes a good point. The Kitty Cats look tired.
3rd and 5. Watson play action. Dumps it off. That's caught. Harrison Bryant, gain of 3 on 3rd and 5. It'll be 4th and 2, 4th and 3. You're up by 10. If you kick the field goal, you're up by 13. So a 2-score game stays a 2-score game, but you do get some extra cushion. And they're going to kick it. I've always been a coward. I like the points.
Let me know
more points are more fun than less points.
I'd say, let me know what you would do here, whether you'd go for it or kick the field goal, but they've got Hopkins out there.
Hopkins is on. He's 2 for 2 today. This should be a relatively short kick for him. 43-yarder. Kick is up. My goodness. Lifetime contract for Dustin Hopkins. It's good. It's right down the middle.
Can we give him a
blank check
city already?
Blank check. So all super chats go to Dustin Hopkins from now on. I shouldn't even joke about that. I can't deliver on that. Doesn't work that easily. But Dustin Hopkins, this is the better D-Hop. What's D-Hop doing?
It's the best D-Hop in the AFC.
I'm gonna trust cool guy. Tell me what D-Hop is doing. DeAndre Hopkins in the Titans game right now. Quick red zone look around here. The Falcons leading 17-10. Bryce Young and the Panthers are at their own 1-yard line in the 4th quarter. What is DeAndre Hopkins doing today? Because we might have the better D-Hop. Just going to spin zone my way into believing the Browns are playing better than they really are today. Spam those FGs, baby. Spam those FGs. L. Smith with a super chat. Let's go. We're almost at $300. Hey, who wants to send a $20 super chat in? Get us to $300. Get a dog bowl, and I'll do a double dog bowl for that. $20 super chat to get us to $300 in super chats, 2 dog bowls. Cade who? Cade practice squad in Tennessee. That's who. Ultimately, Cade York did end up with a D-Hop. Just not the one, well,
the D-Hop
he envisioned, but not in the city he envisioned.
I was going to say, the D-Hop over there at least isn't going to take his job.
Yep. Jacob Kistner with another $5 super chat. Yes, this roster, this staff, it's a new Browns. We are the team other teams fear to face now. No one wants to be face-to-face against a hungry dog. Woof! Could I spin zone this again, please, for a moment? Sam, how would you grade the Browns today?
I'd probably go B-, B-, C+. I think
I'm
it
in
could
that
be
same
better,
range.
but you're fighting the elements.
I agree.
You're playing the Bengals and Mother Nature.
High-end B+.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree. They're up by 13 points.
Yeah.
Like, you're not playing your best ball. And you're beating Joe Burrow and the Bengals by 13 right now.
Yeah.
And this is, like Sam said, B- on a good day. I'd go B- because the defense is doing well enough that they don't deserve to go into the C category.
Yeah.
We got Ian Gross. Hello, I'm a Browns fan. Glad I found this channel. Ian, you better subscribe then.
Be one of the 62 people we have left to get to 23,000. Do it for Martin Emerson.
16-3 as Hopkins gets ready to kick off and restart the game. Kickoff goes out the back of the end zone.
And you'll notice this time I'm changing it right away to the Bengals have the ball, not the Browns.
Yep.
We're learning from our mistakes here.
Cool guy, how is DeAndre Hopkins doing today? Someone let me know in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see. 6 grabs, 59 yards. So 0 points. Hopkins has 9 points.
Confirmed the second best D-Hop in the AFC.
1st and 10. Bengals at their own 25. Burrow drops back. He throws to Higgins on a slant. I think that's incomplete. Yeah, that bounced into Higgins. Bengals Twitter, by the way. I talked about going to Steelers Twitter before we went to bed tonight. I'm going to Bengals Twitter first.
They're going to explode.
This is like going bar hopping. Oh, a $50 super chat! Let's go! Remarkable Zay, the remarkable one. Can I get a let's go Panthers? And I really love this chat. Thank you for being you. Hey, I got Miles Sanders on my fantasy team. Go Panthers, dude. Remarkable Zay, thank you so much, man. 2nd and 10, Burrow throwing as he's hit. That's incomplete. But Remarkable Zay bowing down. Everyone starts spamming Zay in the chat. Z-A-I for Remarkable Zay.
Is he not already on the dog pound?
He got added a few games ago.
No bother.
Right?
Wait,
I'm going to double
we'll
check.
Do it again.
Remarkable Zay.
Can we add another one?
Maybe I owe him one now. I think I owe Remarkable Zay. Remarkable Zay, you're going to get added. You're going to get added. But we got 3rd and 10, everyone. Boys and girls, listen up. Get those stops. Get those stops. Get those threes. I don't care what it is, but get it in the chat. 3rd and 10, shotgun snap for Burrow. Pressure. Rolls out to his left. Dumps it off. That's caught. Irv Smith. Not going to get the first down. That's Okoronkwo on the stop right there for Cleveland. Yes! And we're adding Remarkable Zay. This is the best day ever. Let's go. Okay, Remarkable. Adding you right now.
Have you picked out a spot for him already?
Yeah.
I do. I'll go ahead and verbally hit the other super chats here. Ray Bidding said he's getting a number 7 jersey.
Love to see it. Dustin Hopkins. I haven't seen Joshua Miller in the chat all today.
Is he the best Brown?
4th and 4. The Bengals are going for it.
Spam your stops.
Focus up. Bengals are going for it on their own half of the 50 on 4th down. Burrow sacked. Down he goes. Myles Garrett.
Spam 95.
Browns take over in the Bengals red zone. Thanks to 95. Yes. First sack of the year, and what a great time to have one. Myles Garrett, Superman. Yes.
Spam it. Sean Simmons, Joe Miller, Harry Williams, Rolf Peterson. Everyone spamming 95.
95s. Bengals were desperate. They're down 13 in the 4th quarter. They're going for it on their own 30. Oh, so sorry, Coach Callahan. What a bummer. Yes! Garrett gets home. Watson, I would love nothing more than a touchdown pass to David Njoku right now. I will go through the damn wall into the 49ers studio if that happens. You're going to see a cartoon me in this wall. My body size, just right through. Cleveland at Cincinnati's 18. This is in the BetUS red zone. Handoff, Chubb to the left. Chubb bouncing off a tackle. Chubb staying in bounds. It's going to be 1st and goal. An 11-yard run for Nick Chubb. Oh. Defense is doing wonders today. And the Steelers are trailing 27-7. Come on.
There's no doubt the ideal way to end this day. Browns win in the rain. Steelers get the shit kicked out of them.
Yep. Under center, Watson takes the snap. Handoff, Chubb. Chubb slipping out of a tackle, taken down at the 2.
Keep
Second
spamming
and
24.
24.
Push him in the end zone.
24. Every 24 that goes in the chat, that's a little bit of a fan right behind him, just blowing him in.
He's crossed 100 yards now.
2nd and goal, baby. 18 carries for 105 yards. Let's give Chubb a touchdown. Let's give someone a touchdown. I want 7. 2nd and goal. From the 3. Watson under center. Play action, rolling to his right, dumping it off. Touchdown! Harrison Bryant! Touchdown! Yes! Spam those TDs! Harrison Bryant! The Browns with an absolute blow to the Bengals' comeback efforts. Yes! Harrison Bryant slides into the end zone. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Spam those TDs. Browns up 22-3. TDs coming in from Ben, from David, from Jack, from Cool Guy, from Austin, from Michael, from Brent, from Blake, from Sean, from Brad. Watson Productions are going for 2. Watson in shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Watson's going to run with it. He extends. Ball gets taken out. It doesn't matter as long as they give it to him. They give it to him. 2-point conversion is good. The referees call it. Watson extended. Once you break the line, the plane, thank you. It's 2. It's over. 24-3. Sam, the Browns are playing B- football. And they're up by 3 touchdowns against the near AFC champs.
Bump it up to a B since the last time we talked.
Yep.
At minimum B, maybe B+ after the shift in momentum there. That's huge. Browns are up 3 touchdowns. Steelers are down 3 touchdowns. What a day.
If this is not the best day ever, let's go. Let's
This is
go,
like
Brownies.
It's Christmas in August.
This
right
is
now.
what I'm
Christmas
talking
in
about.
September.
Spam those TDs. Sam will give shout-outs. I got to add Remarkable Zay. Can you believe that? Since the Remarkable Zay $50 super chat, not only did the Browns force a turnover on the Bengals half of the 50, we got 7 points 2 minutes later.
It was meant to be. I'm going to hit the other super chats too here in just a second. But spam your TDs. Anthony Childs is in there. Harry Williams. Who else do I see? Brandon Myers is in the chat. Timothy says yes. Yes, we agree. Blake says TD. William Atwell. Michael Hands. Isabel Chapin. William Hooper. Anthony Childs again. Cool Guy is in there. Kevin Andrews spamming TD. Kathy is in there. Will Scott's in the chat. Is that Will Finns?
Scott?
Willie Finns is in the chat.
Get
TD.
out
What a
the front
time to be
door.
alive.
Will Scott is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the presence of greatness right now. Is Dr. No here? We can have a little reunion right there.
We can.
Let's go. 27 subs to go.
Show Remarkable Zay's spot on the on
Oh,
the
you're right.
board.
Thank you. Remarkable Zay, when you go to Canton, it won't be on your left. It won't be on your right. It'll be right in front of you. That's where this is going to go one day. And there's your name. Bingo. Right there, Remarkable Zay. That's you. Let's go. Okay. 27 subs. Sam, count it down. We're going to do a dog bowl for this. All these first-time super chatters coming in here. I'm going to finish off the rest of my beer.
Here's one right here. Jim Bergen. First time
Here we
super
go,
chat.
Brownies. Here we go.
Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Remarkable Zay
Let's fucking go.
set the world on fire with this $50 super chat. Since then, turnover on downs, touchdown Browns, 24-3. Whew, what a day. Christopher's in there. A for special teams, B for offense, A for defense. The defense is an A. There's no doubt about it. They're playing absolutely out of their minds today. They're probably the reason why this team is in this game right now. Sayin with a $2 super chat. I have the Browns D in fantasy football extra hyped right now. If this is what you're going to be expecting week in and week out, this team is going to be in a great spot. L. Smith, $5 super chat. Said, can I get a revised season sack prediction for Garrett, ZDS, DT, Obo, and Harris?
Okay, well, let me give those at the... We got a break here, I guess, a little bit.
They
Okay.
all get 15 sacks each.
Myles Garrett, give me 17 and a half sacks. Breaks his individual record of 16. Darius Smith, give me 12 sacks. DT, Dalvin Tomlinson, 3 sacks, 14 stops. I don't even know if 14 is a high number or not for stops, but it sounds high. Okoronkwo, 7.5 sacks. Shelby Harris, 4 sacks. And scene. Burrow and the Bengals back on from their 25. Burrow throws. That's going to go for 5 or 6 yards. Sam, I'm going to promise you right now, if we get a pick 6 for Denzel Ward over Jamar Chase, we're ending the stream.
I think we have
out
to,
of celebration.
I think we have to burn the building to the ground.
Yep.
We did also get one more. First time super chat. Robert Cool, $5 and PD. That means.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Woof, woof.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Woof, woof.
2nd and 4. All first-time super chatters we sing. Burrow drops back. He throws down the sideline. That's incomplete. Really? Mel Tucker, okay. All Spartan fans are watching right now. Mel Tucker fired. You think Deion goes to Michigan State now? Is that just the national, you go from Colorado to Michigan State?
Is Kirk Cousins interested in coaching, you think? All right, it's third down. This worked earlier. We're doing it again. Spam your stops. Spam it in the chat right now. Let's get one more for the road. Spam stop. Isabel's in there. Sean's in there typing stop. Michael's in there. Anthony said row the threes, which is fine too. We can do 3 or stop. Just spam something.
Burrow dumps it off. 3rd and 4.
chance.
Nowhere. That's Delpit. He's back. Grant Delpit to the Pro Bowl. Done. The other 21 spots can be figured out else time.
Just put him in a randomizer.
Yep. Could you please get me another beer, please? Thank you. No. You quickly figured out my political leniencies with that one there. Gotta get it. There's fucking White Mountains. I almost got offered a Bud Latte. Couldn't do it. 4th and 5. Bengals booted away. DPJ across his 20, across the 25. No, tries to go east and west, and he's cut down to the 23. Let's go Browns, baby. Red zone look around here. I think the Colts leading the Jags, 21-17. Commanders on top. Thank you very much.
I feel like just by saying this, I'm going to go ahead and clinch it in there. We are 4 subscribers away.
Oh, God. 4 subs away from 23K.
We've gained over 500 so far today, so shout out to everyone who's subscribed. And we're right on the edge of glory. Do it for Martin Emerson.
We got Robert Baker
away.
in the chat right now. Let's go, Browns.
We're 2 away.
Robert Baker's got a cool check mark. I don't know what that means. Like a blue.
Ooh.
Yeah, Robert looks super cool.
Fancy.
Anthony sub today. Let's go, Anthony. 1st and 10. Handoff, Chubb to the left. Oh, is that 4? I actually beg your pardon.
And we
4.
did it, which means, what do the fans get today?
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to lie, so full disclosure,
Before you show it.
completely forgot this graphic was made. But I wish I had remembered because we would be flashing this a lot more.
That's okay. It's actually better this way. For reaching 23,000 subscribers, I went to Walgreens. I printed out the picture of Ben Roethlisberger on the bench crying after the playoff loss to the Browns. I've got like 15 of them. I'm just going to mail them every single day to the Steelers guy as they deal with their 20-point home loss to the 49ers right now.
Do we have his address?
Yes, I got his address.
Oh,
our girlfriends are friends, so she doesn't know it when she committed that treason, but I can't wait. I think I'll actually mail some to his home and then some to the office. So we never get mail here.
No.
But when you do, it's usually like fan mail.
So here's a good trick. I usually get here before he does. If you want to hand me a few of them, I just leave them on his desk whenever he gets there.
Oh, no.
It's the first thing he sees.
I'm stamping everything.
Oh,
it's going through the mail system.
Okay.
I'll mail it from our office to our office.
I was just thinking about timeliness and making sure we get it all in there in time.
I like the randomness of him getting mail, thinking, "Oh, a Steelers fan liked my show today." Oh no, it's just Ben Roethlisberger crying. All right, dog bowl. Someone asked, and I'm in a giving mood right now. 3rd and 7, handoff. It's Jerome Ford, and I don't really care. No gain on the play.
We should, I think, probably have some fun with like the memo of like who it's from. Just die-hard Steelers fan.
Yes.
Random
Yinzer.
number word road, Pittsburgh, PA.
Can you run through some of the most recent super chats? I got
Yes, we did get a couple more.
Dirty Dog Bowl, if we get to $500 in super chats, which we are $135 away from. $135 away from a Dirty Dog Bowl. That's beer and Fireball in here. Bill, Dog Bowl, please. I saw this from Bill. I was like, say less.
We'll do it.
4th and 8. Bajorquez on to punt.
Cannonball.
Cannonball coming. Cannonball.
$5. Yes, shout out to Bill Holbert Hawk for the $2 super chat. A decent return from the Panthers.
There's a
I don't
flag.
know the Bengals.
It's out of bounds, which I believe indicates that someone went out of bounds and did not come back in bounds. We saw this earlier with the Bengals. Did they commit the same penalty twice? Or is this oh my God. Burrow's done.
Wow, they're just calling it already.
Burrow is done. Browning is in for Cincinnati. I repeat, Jake Browning is in for Cincinnati.
So he definitely wasn't 100%.
I mean, you're
he
down
was probably
21
60%.
points right now.
That's tough. The fact that he returned to practice and all this stuff and clearly doesn't look close to 100%. His final stat line today, take a guess.
I'm going to guess Joe Burrow's final stat line, 9 for 24, 105 yards.
It's not even that good. 14 of 31 for 82 yards.
Oh, my gosh.
He averaged 2.6 yards per pass today.
Burrow is done with 5 minutes and change. It's Jake Browning, Washington legend, I think we can say.
Can we get any surrender Cobras in the
Jake
stands?
Browning the one that took him to the college football playoff? First and
yes.
10, it's a run.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Browning took him to the playoff.
Shout out to William Hooper, $5 super chat. Defense easy A. I mean, there's no doubt the defense gets an A for their performance today.
Also, we got 2,400 people watching right now. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Another dog bowl if we get to 1,000 likes.
Yes.
27 likes away. Let's get there, baby. Steelers down 30-7 right now.
Do we want to do F. Sperry?
Oh, no.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
I'm saving that for next week. 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap. It's another run. Nowhere to run. Nate D. This is our land. This is our state. Cincy weak AF. Another win for the Browns in the battle for Ohio. Kevin Stefanski improves to 6-1 with the win over the Bengals against the Cincinnati Bengals all time. Burrow falls to 1-5 all time against the Browns, by the way. 3rd and 8. I thought the game would be a lot closer. I really did. Oh, I love this next one coming in from Alexander. This is an elite super chat. Browning's 3rd and 8 throws incomplete. It was completely jumped by Denzel Ward. And you know who the intended receiver was, Sam? Jamar Chase. And with that, if you could hit the spacebar button, watch what's going to happen. Cleveland Elves. Oh, that's weird. Jamar Chase called the whole team Elves. He literally just got his lunch stolen by Denzel Ward right there. Myles Garrett lands on top of Browning. A little good morning kiss. Denzel Ward just like a backpack on Jamar Chase. That's Dora's backpack right there. Instead of talking, it's PBUs. 4th and 8. Punt is off. Fair caught at the 19-yard line by DPJ. Are we going to see DTR? No. Let Watson finish the game.
At this point, I'm down.
Yeah.
All right.
This was sensational.
I feel like they've gained a whole letter grade in the last 15 minutes, but grade the Browns so far.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with B.
There's always room to grow.
Yeah. You put up 24
complacent.
points, but I don't want to forget about what was a pretty slow start for the offense.
Yep.
But I also want to remind you guys, it's NFL Week 1. No one's really perfect in Week 1. There's always things to clean up and whatnot. 1st and 10. They had a bad day, and they were beating the Bengals by 21. Watson hands it off. Burrow left the game with 5 minutes to go. He just did not come on for the next offensive cycle. Jake Browning, the backup, played. So, imagine if a Bengals YouTube channel right now. What you talk about.
So the
Commanders
funny thing
up 20-16 over Josh Dobbs and the Cardinals, by the way. 2 minutes to go.
The funny thing is, we could probably check in right now on what
the State of the Union over there.
Bengals breakdown is up to.
We got to 1,000 likes. That's a dog bowl. $125 away from doing a dirty dog bowl. That's beer and fireball in this bad boy.
I will say we're also really close to last year, or to our likes goal for the day, which is to top our last 2 watch parties combined in terms of likes.
Come on. Someone help us out.
We're 108 likes away. We've got 2,400 people watching. There's no way every single person, mathematically speaking, it's impossible for every single person to have already liked the video. Like the video. Let's beat the record. That way PD doesn't get fired.
On 2nd and long, I beg your pardon, a run for Ford brings up 3rd and 7. Look at Stump Mitchell. So beautiful on the sideline. These are my boys. Look at these running backs. Casually running for 100 yards. Watson under center. 3rd and 7. Takes the snap. It is play action. Watson dumps it off. That's caught. Jordan Akins gets the first down. And it's victory formation now. The exclamation point. Jordan Akins, his first grab of the day is a first down. Runs out of bounds, so we will run a few more plays, but the Bengals, they're done. Put him on a stick. Put him on a stick.
Put him to sleep.
They're done.
Night-night.
Yes. Red zone look around. Saints up 16-12 over the Titans. But Tennessee with a 3rd and 2 coming up as they trail by 4.
By the way, don't go anywhere. After the game,
Post-game show.
Petey's got you covered.
Yep. We'll run through some stats, and then I'll just kind of give my general thoughts and whatnot. Yep. Well, the question we'll ask is grade the Browns in that game. And then we'll do Jack Conklin news kind of at the top. And then we got Bet US to tell everyone about. And that's a good blueprint for today. I think so. Tim Green with a $10 super chat. I got to figure out a way to just reserve Sam every Sunday. Let's run. Yep. Ralph Peterson with another $5 super chat. Oh, we have the raffle to do.
We are, yeah, I was going to say, this is the last chance to get in on the raffle.
Last chance. We'll do it after this next little read here. Houday letting in the end zone next. F Cincinnati. Let's go Browns. Let's go Browns. Let's go Browns. Ralph, I love it.
I almost clapped again.
Are we ready to do the raffle? Are we caught up?
I wanted to give people a chance. What if we do like right after the end of the game?
You're right.
Give people one more chance to get some super chats.
Last chance. You're right. Thank you, Sam. $5 super chat. You get entered into a raffle to win this signed helmet by yours truly, Matthew Peterson, and producer Sam Brown.
We've got 38 entries so far, so shout out to everyone that's already sent in an entry, but this is the last chance. Get in or get out.
Alexander with a great take. Joe Chillis, high-paid player in the NFL, 14 for 31, 82 yards. Talk about cashing in and checking out, baby.
That calf is not right.
Yeah. I feel like a little bit of malpractice was done by Cincinnati.
Maybe. I mean, he returned to practice last week.
But like he returned to practice.
Everything you hear is nothing compared to what we just saw on that television for 3 hours.
I agree. Tim Green with a $10 super. Let's rub the kitty noses in some dog dew. Go Browns, baby. I mean, this feels like, honestly, the Browns are 3-0. Can I tell you why? They won. You're 1-0. Division win. Feels like a second win. 2-0. You win in week 1, it feels like you've won 2 games already. The Cleveland Browns are 3-0, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, just look at the Lions. The Lions might be 6-0.
Lions are 5-1 probably.
Yeah.
That one becomes because of the asterisks, as Mike Tirico pointed out.
The Gatorade cooler, too.
Yeah.
The Gatorade dump.
Lions are 5-1-1. I'll say the Gatorade dump's a tie.
That's a tie? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's certainly not a win.
And a home opener. Browns are 4-0, baby. Let's go. All right, $5 super chat from, we'll get the stats up as this request comes in.
I'm pulling it up.
All right, the neighborhood Hebrew. What is Deshaun Watson's numbers today? He's 16 for 29, so a little over 50%. 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not great from Watson today. The rain, I really felt like played a factor. If there was no rain, I get 200 yards and 60% completion vibes, which isn't great still.
I was just going to say, don't even forget about that touchdown on the ground, too, which gave the Browns a lot of momentum going into the half. 16-29, 154, 2 total touchdowns, 1 pick.
Bingo. Under center, Watson takes the snap, handoff. Jerome Ford falls, and honestly, that's fine. If the Bengals call a timeout, I'll be livid.
He's going to hate it.
Okay, good.
Because that's definitely going to cut into his numbers on the day.
Yeah. Bengals, honestly, this is the best thing Cincinnati has done all day. They're not calling a timeout here. Down 21 points in the rain. Let people go home.
They've already rolled over and given up.
Bucks up 20-17 with 2 minutes to go. Oh, boy.
20-17, wow.
Yeah.
That plus 5.5, that's looking great.
Okay, so those are Watson stats. We had another super chat come in, a $20 super chat from Jacob Kistner. Want a Dirty Dog Bowl, F-U-C-A-K. That is creative, as Jerome Ford on 3rd and 11 is bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. May the Schwartz be with us. Number 1 is perfect week 1. No one's perfect week 1, sorry. And the Browns are winning 24-3. F Pitt, F Baltimore. Nick Chubb gives Cleveland Chubbies trademarked. Jacob, dog bowl indeed. We're less than $100 away from a dirty dog bowl. That's at $500, Jacob, which we are $90 away from. If a $100 super chat comes in, sweet Jesus, just like Dustin Hopkins. Can you imagine if Deshaun Watson super chats from his locker after this game?
How about if 15 other people like this video?
Oh,
and we
15
reached
more
our goal
likes.
for the day?
Oh, 15 people. Don't be Bengals fans.
I
Like
know
the
I've been
video.
a bit of a like czar this afternoon, if you will, trying to beg people to like. Just know that it's so that I can pay my rent.
Yeah, this is for Stan to pay his rent.
I'm poor.
He's poor. Well, I wouldn't say that. We live in the same building.
That's true.
If you're
No,
poor,
I'm
then
not-
I don't know what I am then.
we could be worse off.
All right, everyone. We're going to
We
have a
could be better
post-game
off.
show. Last call, $5 super chat or more to be entered into the raffle to win this signed helmet. I'll sign it. We'll mail it to you. We'll get in contact with you after the game.
We did
it. We did it. We got there, baby. Let's go.
Shout out to you guys. We really just blew it out of the water today.
Bengals take a knee with no touchdowns to show for, just the one field goal, as the Browns rout the Bengals 24-3. Back-to-back wins in season opener for the first time in 30 years, in 29 years, since 1993 to 1994, which I hate that is 30 years ago, but oh well. Let's go Brownies. All right, don't go anywhere though. We do have a post-game show to get to, so you guys are gonna spam LFG, and I'm gonna talk about this game, kind of break down the Jack Conklin injury news, my takeaways, things like that. So all that coming up here as HNT sent a $2 super chat in. Yep, okay. You want to put my social up for it? My Twitter and... Yeah, okay. I'm going to get some shout-outs right now. Or you're going to get some shout-outs? So I'm going to film an instant reaction video. One of the bosses here at Chat Sports is, driving a new initiative. Thank you for reminding me. So here we go. 24-3, the final. We're going to do a post-game show in a minute. But you're going to kind of watch me film a video on a video. This is some deep layers here.
This is some
Let's
inception stuff right here.
You ready? All right. I'm going to give video. You're going to give shout-outs.
Do it.
Browns
Wilson
take
says
down
LFG.
the
Time
Cincinnati
and the Buckeyes says
Bengals
LFG.
24-3. And you know what the best part is? It didn't even look like they were playing their best football. It looked like a B performance at best for much of the game. But ultimately, the defense clamps down on Joe Burrow. By the way, did not look close to 100% in this game, but they pitch a near shutout. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, little over 50% completion percentage. Definitely not the fireworks maybe we were all looking for, but I definitely saw a lot of good things, and ultimately, I feel like the rain could probably account for a couple of those missed throws and whatnot, but definitely some things to work on. This is not a finished product. But I'm super pumped up that the Browns looked like meh, and they beat the Cincinnati Bengals, the near AFC champs last year, by 21 points. Browns to the Super Bowl.
There you go, a little bit of a behind the scenes for you there.
Let's go Brownies, baby. Let's go.
Check out PD's Twitter. I'm going to give some shout-outs right now to some LFGs. Jessica Zabor is in there saying LFG. Anthony Childs. OSU Tycho says LFG. We got bots in the chat. Drown them out with LFGs. They don't need that shit in here. Who else is in there? Alejandro Mendoza, LFG. Time and the Buckeye, as always, typing LFG and being our great moderator today. What's Upon a Wedding says LFG as well. James Wilson, Sean Simmons, Caden Cook. Now they're coming in. Let's see. Chris says, let's go Browns. Let's go. Cool Guys C Zone says LFG. Kyle says LFG. Virginia Capital Coasters, LFG. Isabel Chapin, I'm sorry, LFG. Caden Cook again, he's spamming him in there. The Madden Man, Heather DeBold. Donardo said, where's Chase at? He's getting nice and comfy in the locker room after that nice loss. He's 0-1. William Collison is in there typing LFG. PD, what a great day.
What an incredible day.
This was probably best case scenario for you coming out of week 1.
This really is. You're right.
Who else? Bennett says LFG. Kathy says LFG.
Okay.
Everyone says LFG in the chat. What are you taking a picture of?
I'll explain later.
Okay.
Browns win. Browns win it.
Great win for the team.
All right, do you want to do the raffle right now?
Yes, let's do the raffle here.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the 2-cam. I'm going to do the full screen 2-cam so that way you can see the both of us here because we don't have this plugged in today. But I want to thank everybody for getting your raffle entries in. We had a grand total of 39 entries here on the raffle. So I'm going to grab the camera. You're not going to see me for a sec. But what you are going to see
is the raffle. Is the roulette wheel.
Is that fun little wheel right there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and shuffle it. You can see the names. There's no
tomfoolery here.
Yeah, there's no funny business going on here. We're shuffling through all the names now. And here we go. The winner is, drumroll please.
It is Alex.
It's
Remarkable Zay!
At the
Remarkable
buzzer.
Zay! Now, Remarkable Zay is a Panthers fan. So we can mail you the helmet if you want, Remarkable Zay. If you don't want it, I wouldn't be blown away. Let's spin one more as a contingency.
Okay.
Because, Remarkable Zay, do you want the helmet? Let me know, dude. It's yours for the taking. Don't get me wrong. I just know that you're a resident Browns/Panthers fan. He wants it. All right.
He wants it.
There
all
it
right.
is. Okay. I'm so sorry for nearly giving it away, Remarkable Zay. At Matthew Petey, hit me up on Twitter. DM me, tweet at me, and we will take care of the rest.
I almost spun it right there, and that would have been. We might have gotten ourselves in a little bit of trouble there, just giving away a helmet to someone who didn't win it. But final score: 24-3. Browns over the Bengals in Week 1. I mean, could you really ask for much more?
No,
the only thing you could ask for is a 24-3 win without Jack Conklin being carted off.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a downer. We've got some super chats coming in. Let's run through these super quickly, Sam, and then we'll hit our post-game show.
Yeah, let me get this.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to give you this remote. When this game ends, put on the next game we're going to do, or we're going to watch whatever, you know what I mean? I hate watching, my goal in life is to never watch 60 Minutes. Because if I watch 60 Minutes, that means I didn't get off of CBS too quickly. So, that's my personal pet peeve. Jessica, let's have him go. It's beautiful. 24-3, and the Browns looked like they were playing their B game. And they won by 21 points. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Chris Yarden with a $20 super chat. Let's go. 1-0. Steelers getting smoked. Conditions play to our favor. Team win. Shout out to Peoples Jones for the little things. Prayers for Conklin, but it feels like destiny that Jones starts on the right side. I'm going to look for an update on Jack Conklin, but it's definitely very, scary. Not good to see him get tweeted off. I'm so sorry. Carted off, as I sent my tweet out. This is the find out, mess around type of. Oh, this is great. Okay. We got another $20 super chat. First time super chatter from Sub-Zero. It's always nice to see the Browns win big games by big points. Been here on this channel since day one-ish. And your first time super chatter.
Let's go.
That's 3. Here we go, Brownies. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof.
One more for Jessica, first time super chatter.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Listen, I owe dog bowls for you two. I'm going to do them after the post-game show because I want to have a good, coherent post-game show. So excuse me for saving my dog bowls for later. We're also $40 away from a dirty dog bowl. So if someone sends in a $50 super chat, to the moon, baby. Are we ready to start the post-game show? All right, let's break down this 24-3 win. Welcome into the 1-0 Cleveland Browns report. 24-3 victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's be real, it wasn't all pretty. It wasn't all glamorous at times. But you know what? The Browns looked like they played their B game, and that's on a good grade for this game. and they still beat the Bengals, the team that's won the division 2 straight years, by 3 touchdowns. So the fact that the Browns were looking like they were so-so for much of this game and they still walk away with 3 touchdowns over the Bengals, I feel pretty confident that if a couple things can get tightened, because it is NFL Week 1 after all, this is the king of overreactions of the NFL, Week 1 wins and losses, the Browns are going to be in great shape. Now, some stats I want to verbalize here. Let's talk about the quarterbacks. Joe Burrow was 14 for 31, 82 yards. He looked like he was far from 100%. I don't know who the Bengals were trying to fool. Do they not know that people were going to be at the game and cameras would be at the game? Because Burrow looked far from 100%. In fact, he did not even finish the game technically. Browning took over at the end. Now, Deshaun Watson. A lot to talk about here. 16 for 29, 154 yards. 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown to go into the half, and 1 just awful interception. I never got a good replay. I don't know if that was tipped or what happened, but ultimately it felt like Watson and Burrow both struggled with the elements a lot, right? There's that one pass where Watson like really short-armed it, I think to Elijah Moore or Amari Cooper. I don't remember exactly, but his foot like completely slipped out on the pass. Other times it looked like he couldn't get a good grip on the ball. I'm not quite sure how much you want to chalk it up to the elements. You can chalk some of it up, but I definitely felt like Watson, like the Goodwin throw, probably should have been caught, but probably should have been thrown earlier. So there are things that are on him, but ultimately, Watson looked, C, I would say, C plus maybe if you were being generous. And this team won by 21 points. This team put up 24 points on offense and what looked to be a very slow day for the offense. Can we all just kind of simmer in that for a moment? The Browns' offense did not look good today for the most part. They scored 24 points. This is unprecedented. This is uncharted waters to have a bad day at the office and put up 24 points in the defense, which shame on me for not verbalizing more love for the defense already, limiting the Bengals to 3 points. Shout out to Jim Schwartz. But let's get some LFGs going in the chat right now. Browns take down the Bengals. Steelers got shit pumped at home by the 49ers. I didn't get to see much of the Ravens game, but it looked like a FBS team that should have been an FCS team by more points and didn't. But the Browns going into week 2, Monday night against Pittsburgh, got to feel good. Got to feel good, baby. Now, unfortunately, we do have some injury news to share here. Jack Conklin was carted off in the first half of this game with a knee injury. So for the Browns, they turned to DeJuan Jones, and it didn't look good, right? Jed Wills pushed Hendrickson kind of into Jack Conklin's left knee, if I remember correctly, and got carted off. DeJuan Jones played the rest of the game. DeJuan Jones looked great in the preseason, so it felt like if something did happen, the Browns had a good, confident backup in place. But you hate to see it. I'm scrolling Twitter right now to see if there's an update from Stefanski's press conference. Not yet, but if we're being real here, it didn't look good. It did not look good indeed. But fingers crossed that Jack Conklin did not suffer any major injury. Now, when it comes to Browns news and rumors throughout the entire year, this is the channel because we crossed over 23,000 subscribers, and we're not slowing down yet. So if you have not subscribed, join the channel today. Lock yourself in for the best Browns content. Now, let's talk about Watson in a little bit more detail here. 16 for 29, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ultimately, Watson looked a bit rusty, right? The chemistry with the receivers was still growing a little bit, but you don't need chemistry to not short arm passes. And a lot of the passes were at receivers' feet. I think the elements did play, and if you're going to rip Watson for having a bad day, you better do the same for Burrow, because he too was not on point. And the calf injury definitely impacts mobility and whatnot. I don't really know how much a calf injury impacts the accuracy of your passes and things like that. So if you're going to go to slander Watson for his performance today, I better see an equal amount go to Burrow, right? The injury definitely played a factor, but both quarterbacks definitely struggled with the rain and the elements and whatnot. Definitely need to see some improvements from Watson. By no means am I advertising that Watson is back, baby. This is the fireworks we are talking about. But like I said, the offense scored 24 points on a slow day. Imagine what they're doing when the chemistry does click and Watson's not playing in the rain and this team is rocking and rolling, baby. I loved what I saw out of Watson with his legs. I would like for him to run it just a little bit less because I get a heart attack every time he gets touched. So Watson, just going to keep that in the back of your head, but that's the way he plays. He wants to extend plays. He'll take sacks as a result of that, but if we can clean up just a little bit more, that would be very nice. Now, Nick Chubb. Oh, Nicholas. 18 carries, 106 yards. Another game where he averages over 5 yards a pop. No touchdowns. I wish he got one towards the end of the game, but honestly, Harrison Bryant getting a touchdown. I've always said if someone's wearing a Harrison Bryant jersey, I'm buying him a beer. So Harrison Bryant, shout out to him for catching Deshaun Watson's first touchdown pass of the year. I predicted David Njoku, so just the wrong tight end. But the rest of the receivers, here's how they fared. Elijah Moore, 3 grabs for 43 yards. Amari Cooper, 3 grabs for 37 yards. David Njoku, 2 receptions for 24 yards. This was not a big dynamic passing day for Cleveland. Amari Cooper and Watson just not quite on the same page at times, or not even on the same page. Just the throws weren't really on the money. David Bell had that one really bad drop, so trade David Bell for Chris Jones. Try and get that through. We'll see how Kansas City receives that. But before we get on to the rest of today's post-game show, our sportsbook partner, BetUS, they've got the best deal in all of the land for the dog pound. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Browns125. When you put that in, they're going to give you a 125% deposit bonus. So what does that mean in layman's terms? Let's say you deposit $100. They match that $100 and then give you an additional $25 because they love you so much. So check it out. Got to use our link, though. Got to use that and the promo code. Some more numbers to look at here before we let you enjoy the rest of your Victory Sunday, baby. Bengals, 142 yards of total offense. They had 3 first downs at the half. They didn't even have 100 yards of offense at the half. Passing, 67 yards. Rushing, I felt like Joe Mixon looked better than what the numbers indicate, but I think that was just because the passing game was so awful. When Joe Mixon ran for 4 yards, it felt like 40 yards for them because they got nothing going in the air. Time of possession, 24 minutes and 10 seconds. But speaking of Burrow, talk about getting paid and then checking out. I got $275 million. Couldn't even throw for anything close to 275 yards. The calf injuries, I make my jokes, definitely played a factor. What if Cincinnati just shuts them down next week, right? What if they're like, we tried to rush you back, didn't work. Just not going to happen. Can I end the show with this little PSA to Jamar Chase? Maybe don't talk so much shit before the game, right? Because Jamar Chase, 5 grabs, 39 yards against a bunch of elves. Elves are not really tall people. You would think someone of Jamar Chase's stature could get more than 39 receptions. Or 39 yards, 5 receptions. Oh, no. You forgot Denzel Ward was a damn backpack for him all day long. Martin Emerson was all over T. Higgins. And then Greg Newsome was just an instigator across the entire field, making plays all over the place. So shout out to our main man, Denzel Ward, and the rest of the secondary for shutting down Jamar Chase. And then what a great note to end on here. Myles Garrett, 2 tackles, had that huge game-changing sack, it felt like. Not game-changing, game-clinching sack, I will say. Right? On 4th down, Cincinnati goes for it on their half of the 50, and Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow gets thrown down by Myles Garrett for a big loss and a sack on 4th down. Sets up Watson in the offense in the red zone already. Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, the rest of this Jim Schwartz defense. I love you. I love you all so much. This was one of the biggest moves of the offseason. Not Zadarius Smith. Not Okoronkwo, who got the first sack of the season. Jim Schwartz, ladies and gentlemen. Like, the Browns played man defense all day. Joe Woods, somewhere, is like, I lost my job because I couldn't trust my DBs to play man defense, despite my DBs being first, and 3rd round draft picks. Maybe I should have trusted them a little bit more. Oopsie doopsies. So, once again, the final 24-3. Let me know. We'll end with this question here, Sam, if that's okay. Grade the Browns' performance against Cincinnati. I'm giving it a B. The defense gets an A. The offense gets a bit of a C+. So we kind of equal out at B territory. Give me your thoughts down below in the comments. Okay. Grade the Browns' performance for me. A, B, C, D, or F. We're going to run through these Super Chats, and then it is like, I don't know, an intersection in downtown Tokyo here at Chat Sports today. Busy, busy, busy. It is Shibuya Hills. A, B, C, D, or F. We got HNT and what looks to be some Hindu characters A ghost of our hippo character floats in front of the words game over. HNT, game over indeed. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. L. Smith from across the pond, revised season record and division position. I had the Browns going 12-4 in my last record prediction. I'm not 12-5, sorry. Still getting used to that. 12-5. I ain't changing that. I'll keep it at that. But division position, I had either the Browns or the Ravens winning it. And I'm going to keep that still. I feel like it's a coin toss, but I'll ride the high right now. Give me the Browns, baby. Give me the Brownies. All right. We got some more super chats coming in, and then I owe a dog bowl to kind of wrap up the $20 super chats we had coming earlier. And that will be the exclamation point on what has been a great day of Cleveland Browns football in Northeast Ohio. Okay. Sam, let me know once we get those on screen. Oh, okay. L. Smith, love to JC, but if we had to lose an O-line, love Jack Conklin, but if we had to lose an O-line, Prob's best. I mean, we're all kind of thinking it, right? DeJuan Jones looked sensational in the preseason. You don't want to lose either one of your guards. You don't want to lose Conklin's a better tackle than Jed Wills, but we want Jed Wills to become something. So, dog bowl for the super chats we had come in earlier. Remarkable Zay. Yeah. If you can find Matthew Peterson on Facebook and friend me. Or email. Yeah. Yeah. Matthew@chatsports.com. It's very simple. Matthew@chatsports.com. I'm going to get a bunch of spam email now. But hit me up over there, Remarkable Zay. Matthew@chatsports.com. Cannonball time. Game flipped over to the Broncos-Raiders game. The Broncos, I think, just did an onside kick to start the game. They just did an onside kick like Sean Payton at the Super Bowl. Talk about making a Super Bowl presence. Okay, that's going to do it for us on today's show. One more super chat from Max Nikolenko. Why would AB give Conklin the bag knowing he has shot knees? I think he wanted to give him the bag because he wanted to keep the same offensive line for Deshaun Watson. And, well, let's be real. Jack Conklin was one of the best players. Jack Conklin's an all-pro tackle. So I get the argument of, what if he's always injured? But I don't think I saw this one coming. At least not in week 1. Okay. Do I see any Jack Conklin update? The Jack Conklin is not good. Wouldn't say, but appears to be season ending. Chance of returning aren't good. That sucks. Doesn't look good, Stefanski says. That's going to do it for us on today's show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to sign off. We're going to let you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Let's go Brownies, baby. Sam, thank you for all your help today.
Here we go,
Brownies. Here we go.
Woo, woo.